all over the world, I suppose so.
These are certified stand jokes from
Certified Stan.
from
Boo.
729 and 733. Fresh off the press.
Those were tough.
So great.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the table. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good. Very well.
I'm
Pretty
glad
good.
we're inside.
Yeah.
This is the second session where we've had a hurricane
True.
above us.
True. It's not great outside right now. That's why we're in here.
Not as bad as it was the last time. Still not great though.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Florida got it the worst.
Yeah. Then I've heard Asheville's like cut off from the world.
Really?
Yeah. One of the bridges like collapsed.
Oh, shit.
From like the water.
No.
Well, like partially collapsed.
That's not good.
No.
Georgia has had a rough go too.
Yeah, they closed one of our facilities today because of it.
That sucks. Aside from that though, how's everybody doing? We good?
Very good.
Yeah?
Good.
You itchy
No, I'm excited for game.
for game? Well, don't let me hold you up. I don't really have any announcements today outside of, since the last time we played this campaign at least. The new handbook's out. We all got it. That's exciting. I've read through a decent chunk of it, not all of it yet. But we are going to be switching our campaign, making any updates, to our campaign, starting our next session here. So I'm excited for that. Outside of that, I don't think I have anything else. Any update for Spelljammer?
I got the intro done, and I've got a few transition screens done. It's just populating all the tokens and artwork now.
Right. What about the writing and prep and all that stuff?
A lot of that's done.
Yeah.
Most of that's done, in fact. The more custom stuff comes a bit later, so early on is easy stream.
Hell yeah. You were gonna say something?
Yeah, our session, not this next one for our campaign, but the one following that, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Why is that?
Well, we're going to Disney, so.
Hey.
We're going to Disney World.
Yay!
Pipe.
No, I am excited for that.
Then 3 weeks or 6 weeks? Or 4 weeks?
3 weeks and change.
3 weeks and change.
Yeah. So we'll be here for session 27, I believe it'll be, and then we'll be off that next week while
The
we're out of town.
25th.
The 25th, yeah. So I am definitely excited about that, just to get away for a little bit. Been just cramped in the house most of this year. So with that said, let's get recaps going and get ready to get back into Ghost of Saltmarsh. Who wants to give us the recap?
I will give the recap.
Such a teacher's pet.
Thanks.
Wow. Get something on your
Okay.
nose.
Right. We have a fight with the people with the bounty on Redemir. I scorched 3 of them to death. The magic guy gets away, but he's 1 arm shorter now. After the fight, I asked Valkyr for some information regarding Redemir/his past. I see a scared child running with what looks like an adult elf. This morphs into a small town. See the older elf pushing the small child towards humanoid figures. See the small child with a tear. I have a sad face here. See the small village on fire. In the fire, I see a face. It's almost larger than life, looming over the town. It's got red eyes, a bald head, and it's grimacing. As we go back to town, I try to teach Sarov about our currency and give him 4 gold. I'm not quite sure if he understood what I was trying to convey, but I hope no one rips him off. When we get back to the gates, we see Derek. He says he wants some more tea/tea leaves. We head to the town hall to see the council. We have to pay taxes. I want to note, this is in shouty caps, just so everyone sees. It was 60 gold with like 10 exclamation marks. OMG. Taxes are expensive, even in the fake world.
Even for heroes.
Right. We speak...
Time to get to adventuring.
Yeah, literally. We speak with the town council, tell them everything. Anders pulls us aside, and we're in his little room, and he says that he has information about another member of the Council of the Nine, which I put in parentheses here as a pirate person. Andrew says he doesn't feel comfortable sharing it here at the town hall. Wants to send someone to us. We agree to this and say they can come meet us at my house.
Very good. That really covered everything.
Thanks. My notes were pretty good, I think.
So tonight, you get the Skull of Heroic Inspiration. Which, one of the little changes we're going to make to our inspiration. With the recap inspiration, it is still per session. If you don't use it, you lose it. But if you acquire inspiration, heroic inspiration by some other means, if I award it to you or whatever the case may be, and then if you already have one, you already have heroic inspiration, you can give it to somebody else who doesn't already have it. So,
That's
for
cool.
instance, if I were to award you inspiration tonight before you use that, you could give it to somebody else.
Fancy.
Fun times. So, yeah, great recap. Thank you. With that, let's get started with tonight's episode of Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
All that thing.
The plywood maid.
Are you just looking up boat names?
Y'all had
It's
2
actually-
weeks.
It's actually under.
2 weeks.
It's actually under Sea of Thieves subreddit.
2 weeks.
Floating
Nothing.
seaman.
Give me
I don't know about
nothing.
that. I wouldn't do that.
Aquaholic.
I like the Codfather.
The
Codfather.
The Codfather.
Oh yeah, we said that one last time, didn't we?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Codfather.
The Usain Bolt boat.
Usain Bolt. Okay.
Naughty cool by nature.
The Great Gatsby.
So, we are back in the town of Saltmarsh after our long and arduous journey through the Hool Marshes. You have met with the town council. They said that they are going to kind of dissect all the information that you've given them and figure out the next, best steps. And they'll be in communication with the lizard folk tribe in the Hool Marshes, using Sarav as the ambassador between the two colonies. Anders, asked you to meet with his assistant this evening, and I believe at that point you all left the town council hall and headed towards your house, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it is kind of dusk right now, and just as an update, it is currently the 5th of Myrtle, which is kind of right dead center in the first week of Myrtle.
Myrtle 5th.
Myrtle 5th.
Myrtle the 5th.
Yes.
I don't want to say. I don't want to be difficult.
She's about to correct your calendar.
Yeah,
Look at this shit.
sounds
She's about
like
to-
what's about to
Get
happen.
it?
I don't want to be difficult. But on session question plus 8.
Yeah, that's gibberish.
Well, that's just how my notes have been since I've been doing them here and not writing them.
Well, clearly anything you're about to challenge me has no
So
standing
at the
already.
beginning of it, it is the 5th of Myrtle today. We head to the entrance of the caves and find Sorov and his 2 companions. Kugolf finds the tea leaves. Colt makes a cool pendant. We rest for the night. Now it's the 6th of Myrtle. We continue on our way, get to River, and walk all of us. We enter back into town. There's people waiting for us. So I think it's actually the 6th of Myrtle.
Fair enough. It's the 6th of Myrtle.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I guess y'all just missed the weekly market.
Note Aelin.
Oh no! Did we miss the market?
Oh, no, I take it
I was
back.
trying to do y'all a favor.
No, I take it back. My notes, I clearly must have typoed.
I'm just trying to be a nice person
No,
here.
no, you're right.
Yeah, Margaret ran over
typoed.
it.
You clearly-
No, I want the
clearly
market.
had
I
the
take it back.
notes.
I take it back. I take it back. I want the market.
All right,
We'll
new
pretend.
boat name. The weekly market's every day.
I want
Yeah,
the
no, I want.
blacksmith.
I want the
daily,
weekly
weekly
market to happen. I take it back. I take it back.
Okay. All right.
Chat, everyone, YouTube, pretend this didn't happen. Oh yeah, it is the 5th of Myrtle. I'm gonna update my notes right now. Silly me.
Okay. It is dusk.
on whatever day.
On whatever day of the week.
The 5th. If there's shopping to be done, then definitely it's the 5th.
The sun is hanging low in the sky. Sky kind of has this pinkish orange hue as you're walking through the town, headed back towards your house on the outskirts of town itself. What are you all doing as you're walking? Talking anything, or do we want to fast forward to the house? Y'all really didn't have a chance to discuss anything after y'all's meeting with the council. We kind of just wrapped it up.
I guess there's something I would like to mention to the rest of them. Everyone else probably thinks the same. So it's weird that Andrews had to talk to us in private, isn't it?
Definitely.
Maybe we should, in a whisper, maybe we should wait till we're in the house to see stuff.
Oh, good thinking, Red. Now start looking around. We don't want other ears to hear us. That's it. just
Correct.
regular voice.
Yes. I say quieter and quieter. We should, in private. Would not be wise.
Okay. Just heading to the house, to the casa?
Also, thanks to Derek. What a timing was impeccable.
He's pretty cool.
You really got
He's a
him
friend.
Really got him on that drug leash.
That's not. I don't know if that's a good thing.
I don't either.
That was a great thing today. It paid dividends for us. We got in.
He's just really friendly. It's fine. It's fine.
He deserves like a discount. Not
He
to
has a
speak,
stressful job.
not to speak for your sales, but I would suggest to.
Okay, so it takes you about another 15, 20 minutes to get from where you were to your house. You arrive, everything looks like you left it. It doesn't look like anything has been moved or broken or anything like that.
When's the market? I thought we were going shopping. Huh?
Are you talking what? The market? You want to go shopping?
Did you say there
That's
was like
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, no, just
Because
kidding.
it's whatever day it is
It's the
before the
6th.
day the market happens.
Okay.
Is whatever day
Thank God.
today is.
Okay. No,
Yeah, market's
It
Myrtle
was
6.
on the flyers in
I'm-
the town hall,
Okay.
town center square.
Let me put my
Where-
minutes. I can't wait for tomorrow.
He's always watching. They were in there. They were market tomorrow. Tomorrow.
That's
tomorrow.
Myrtle the second. apparently.
That's Erdl, the first of her name.
They're also doing monster carts tomorrow too. Side of the thing is what they said. So they like take carts over like old carts, but then
Oh, I never cared about
Yeah.
those. I never. Yeah.
Because it's Sunday at the Coliseum.
that's right. Yeah, whatever Sunday is in this world. it's-
How much would you say kids' seats cost?
I would probably say 5 copper. 5 copper.
Bring your hearing protection.
Or silver. I don't know what 5 copper. 5 copper.
I don't know what the exchange rate is
Yeah, I don't know,
for the U.S. dollar.
What's 5
Gold.
bucks to copper? Anyways,
So my house looks undisturbed.
Yeah, as far as you can tell.
That's a strange thing to say.
I walked the perimeter just, to
descri-
make
just
sure.
describing.
Sounds like an
Just-
investigation
Sounds
check.
like
maybe.
Yeah, do I need to investigate my home?
If you'd like to,
I would.
you could make a perception check and see if you notice anything out of the ordinary.
Her home's at. We're outside of town a little bit. That's where she lives, right? Is
Correct.
it actually inside the city perimeter?
You said a perception check?
Mhm.
Okay.
you have to pay city taxes too.
Perception is a 24.
Okay.
I mean business when it comes to my house.
Knowing that you haven't been home in a few days and you don't really have anybody to like look over the place while you're gone, you get kind of this urge to make a once around.
Sure do.
You're checking all the windows. You're checking underneath the kind of foundation. Part of your house is up on stilts.
Crawl space.
Yep. Kind of get a look underneath the hood there. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Nothing undisturbed, or nothing is disturbed. Everything looks like you left it.
Okay,
See
great.
any termites down there?
Yeah, you all see Aelin just get here and just immediately start circling her home.
No termites. Yeah, looks good. Good condition.
What about your product? There?
Oh, normally I try and offload it like immediately, pretty much. It'll be gone tomorrow. Hopefully.
Oh, you don't keep any here? Don't have any supply?
No. I'd sell pretty.
Can we go inside?
Oh, yeah. I opened the door.
Go. I step
Dude.
right through.
Shit. I was going to say, we've been here before. You don't have to be invited again, right? Are we allowed to go in?
Well, she was doing something. I didn't want to
I'm
just go
walking
in. Maybe I don't know if the tripwire or something. I don't know what the rules
Yeah,
are.
is there
That's a good
axe or
idea.
something?
Close the door in their face. Goodbye, guys. See you later.
Yeah. Thanks for walking me home.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you have a lock on the front door?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go up, unlock it, walk
I should
inside.
get a couple more of these since we're famous now. Especially you and your house.
What about my house?
You should get some security.
Oh,
Especially once we start selling the posters with your face on them. Everyone will know what you look like. And they already do. But it's even better.
but if we don't do that, I don't have.
We
no
have
world.
less money to pay our taxes.
And
Oh.
they're really expensive.
That's right.
Yeah, I guess.
We can't just live on saving the city from every threat possible. I mean, we could, but merchandise.
I just hope whoever's showing up shows up quick because once we're done, I did want to go by my place, and that's where I'll be staying for the evening. Unless it's far away. It's not far away, is it?
No, it's about a 15, 20-minute walk.
Yeah. So I'll hang out for a bit with y'all, but I'll be bailing afterwards.
You know, an extra sofa or something I can sleep on. I don't feel like walking anymore. Walked enough.
Yeah, you can
Done
sleep
walking.
on the couch.
Especially being harassed earlier.
You can sleep on the couch. My couch is your couch.
So, a couple hours go by.
Wait.
Sun sets, nighttime arrives. Does this work? Maybe. I don't know. And you are. What would y'all have been doing? I guess over the course of these kind of 2 to 3 hours.
I'm doing some light cleaning. I imagine some dust has accumulated while we've been gone. Cleaning, spraying things down, wiping things off. Maybe some laundry, washing things in the sink. I don't know
Okay.
how things are done here.
Right.
We have magic.
We've had dishes sitting,
We could-
we've had dishes sitting like all
Yeah.
week.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
like-
dusting. I'm sweeping.
There's entire new ecosystems.
As your roommate, I find this highly inappropriate.
I didn't say I was doing dishes. No, I said I was dusting.
Oh, okay,
dusting.
Yeah, I feel like
And maybe
we could,
some
like,
laundry.
Yeah,
I'm
but
trying
we
to
could do,
freshen up.
laundry and then magic, like
Yeah.
dry it, clean it.
I kind of do the. Is this what our house always smells like?
It's fine. It's
We've
just
been
a
gone
little
for a while.
stagnant.
Yeah.
There's been no airflow.
Yeah, you don't have that nose blindness.
I've been sitting next to the front door doing maintenance on my gauntlets. I got one off now, just smoothing out the metal ridges and whatnot going up and down it. Just maintaining.
Okay. Probably another hour goes by, and it's starting to get pretty late. But Colt, you see actually a couple of figures walking down the path toward the house.
Like out a window?
I assumed you said you were sitting out front.
Inside, in the doorway.
Oh, okay.
Like on the side. Right here.
There's
So
a-
a couple of footsteps.
There's a window though. There's a window. But yeah, I'll say you actually instead you hear the sound of footsteps actually kind of walking up the steps up through the kind of the front porch area, and you hear these this pair of footsteps kind of come to a stop. A few moments go by, and then
Oh, you think? You want me to get that? I'll get that.
Someone's here.
I'll stand up and I'll just grab the door handle and I'll just pull it barely and just poke like one eye through and I'll go, "What's the password?"
you see these two figures, they both, you can't really tell what they're wearing underneath these kind of cloaks that they have on. One is kind of like a dark, maybe like a hunter forest green color, the other one black, both of them with hoods up. The light is kind of obscuring their face a bit. They look at each other for a moment, and then
If they don't
back
say
at
anything for
you.
like 5 seconds, I'll do something.
They
Oh shit! I tell them I'm just kidding and pull the door open and invite them inside. And I
Okay.
say, I gotta go to the bathroom.
I am so sorry.
no, wow, yeah,
Yeah,
Sorry,
this
y'all.
dictates
Good
this.
luck.
Be back in a minute.
Our fence
good
is
old,
falling.
good old weather problems.
Right.
Thanks, weather.
This literally happened to our fence. So we feel for you.
All right, yeah. Part of our fence is still being held up with chairs, so.
Yeah.
I could fix it. Chicken wire.
The problem is the wood for that fence is so old and rotted. Like
Yeah.
I've already tried to like repair it once, and it just rots. Well, we just need a new fence. So going back a little bit, then Colt, you hear him kind of answer the door, and makes a little bit of a comment about the password, and then it's I'm just messing with you, and lets them in. These two individuals walk into your home. One of them a little bit bulkier than the other. They both pull back their hoods after the door has been closed behind them. One a human man, the other looks like maybe a half-orc.
Do we recognize these guys at all?
Yeah, do they look?
You
Enter.
recognize one of them. The half-orc actually looks like
Oh, yeah.
the same one that you saw earlier at the council hall.
Oh, he was the pissed off guy. About something. Oh, we kicked him out, remember? He was talking to the council, and then they're like, yeah, we're done. And then we told our story.
That's right. Hello, welcome to my house. Your names, I didn't catch them.
The human steps up and speaks first, and kind of gives a bit of a half bow a little bit and says, I am Scarin Wavechaser, assistant to Mr. Anders Solmore. And the
Oh, yeah.
half-orc speaks up after and says, I am Vertheg. I am the humble servant of Mr. Aubrek Dralion.
Aubrek Dralion.
Yeah, Aubrek is Aubrek.
That was the last name?
Dralion, Drallion.
Oh, yeah. Remember, they said they were going to come here and talk to us in private?
Yes.
Is it just... Anyways, we're all on the same accord.
I wrote down a wave chaser the other day. So.
Yeah, I was like, that name sounds familiar. Yes, we're expecting you.
We've been waiting for hours. Mr. Wavechaser actually looks like this.
And he is
Oh, yeah.
he's an assistant. Is that right? Of
Mm-hmm.
Anders.
Yeah, Scarin, he is pretty tall, lean build, kind of this short silver hair. And Vertheg is tall as well, as most half-orcs are. A little lankier than your average half-orc, and seems a little awkward. But yeah, aside from that, nothing really jumps out.
Do they know who we are? Like, do I need to introduce us to them? Like, oh, hi, I'm Aylin. Welcome to my home. Please don't tell anyone I live here.
Well,
To agree with the terms.
we already knew that you lived here. That's how we knew where to
Yeah.
arrive.
No, I mean, I get that. Okay. I'm just trying not to spread
but if
the
you're
information
asking us
further. Yeah.
not to share where you live,
Yeah.
That is not a problem.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. As I'm an adventuring gal now, I just don't want to. I get that the people of the town know where I live, but outsiders, I'm just really trying not to spread the word.
May need to change the ownership at the clerk's office.
Oh, put it in like an LLC nowadays or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good call.
Is there a place where we could...
Oh, yes, please come into my living room.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I welcome them in.
So they both come in and sit down kind of where you gesture towards, I assume like a couch or something like that. Are you like still standing, or are you gonna go find a seat?
I'm finding a seat, yeah. Hello, here's my living room.
I'll pull up like a little stool just to,
Okay.
be comfortable, but accessible.
Okay. Red,
I'm walking out of the bathroom.
everything good?
Yeah, fence is fine now. Being held up. Physics.
Good.
Attaboy.
Same as ours.
Way to be an artificer, IRL.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm definitely sitting on the couch that I was allowed to sleep on, but like in a this
You're
couch,
spreading out.
Like, no, not over here. This is my couch.
Scarin looks to you and Aelin and says, apologies for the unorthodox way for us to meet. Yes, this is Scarin.
Oh.
With him is the same half-orc that you had seen earlier at the town council hall. Vertheg is his name.
Aaron and Verthag. Okay.
He says, we have a bit of a delicate opportunity where we could potentially help each other. Perhaps, if more so, off the books.
I see. Do
Why?
go on.
My friend here, Vertheg, he is the butler of a gentleman named Aubrek Dralian. I assume at
Do we
least
recognize that?
one of you would recognize that name. Make a history check with advantage. You can make a history check with advantage. Both of you can make a history check with disadvantage.
18.
$15.
Okay.
11.
11. Yours is what?
19.
Okay.
I'm not from.
But it still may make sense that you have heard of this gentleman. At one point in time, Aubrek Dralian's trade fleet of ships was one of the largest and most prosperous on the Sword Coast. It encompassed hundreds of ships. But, and this is really mostly what the public knows, some poor business decisions, kind of one thing led to another, and it ultimately ruined him. And he is still a citizen of Saltmarsh, but people very rarely see him anymore. Last you heard, he still owns a mansion in town.
And this dude is that guy's assistant?
Vertheg, the half-orc, is his assistant, yes.
Okay. I've heard the name. I feel like most people who live here would, but as far as I'm aware, your employer really kind of keeps to himself these days. Does he not?
Indeed, he does. What's left of his fortunes are small. But we have a chance to potentially rectify that situation.
Interesting.
Rectify. Off the books.
Off the books.
Curious.
Very
Scarin
curious.
chimes in. It works a bit in everyone's favor. we save Albrecht a bit of embarrassment and perhaps weed out some ne'er-do-wells who are potentially residing within the council members.
That's the part I like.
And
Ne'er-do-wells.
potentially a payday for you.
That's the part she likes.
I do. Taxes are expensive.
Before we continue, does this sound like something that would interest you?
I think it really depends on what the ask is.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. It's just, I don't, not to say here that y'all would be the type to pull one over or anything, but some details would be critical for us to agree to anything, like whatever it may be.
Right. What's the reward?
What? It's part of it, I suppose.
We'll get to that. Let's not put the cart before the horse. Yes. It seems as though someone on the council has something to hide. As you...
People on the council have a lot to hide.
Fair enough. We all have skeletons in our closet, I'm sure. My point is, these skeletons could be quite damning.
Think well, isn't it?
Why do you say Inkwell?
He's just the type.
Do you have some vendetta with him?
He's the captain of the city guard.
He sure is, and that's all right there. That says it all. Who was the least suspect except the captain of the guard himself? Has command over all the military force in Saltmarsh.
Well, perhaps that's even more reason for you to jump on board, yes? You could clearly don't like him.
Yeah, there's definitely some bias against this person.
Am I right?
I
Just
never
kind of
said
out
that.
of, it's just kind of out of nowhere.
But what if you are?
Let's just say he's not good with his family. He raised some little hellions that have made life a little bit of a hell for me and a few others I know.
Oh, it's not
Now-
you.
Let's
I hate a bully.
not go too far here.
Oh no, certainly not. 20 years of nothing, sure.
Say what you will about Toblin, but Poppy, she's grown into quite the young lady. I mean, she is dating Anders.
What?
Really?
You didn't know.
We never talked about that.
This is me drinking the tea right now.
We never talked about that level of personal stuff. It was mostly just business, so no. I suppose not.
Well, Miss Inkwell is quite the fine lady. So, let's show a little bit of decorum.
Was this a past romance?
No.
If he says no one
I
more
think
time, it's a yes.
Yeah, definitely.
No, not in the slightest. No, those were little bastards. Okay, my whole life. Just You want? We'll talk
Who,
about it later.
Anders?
We're doing business, but no.
Anders' daughter, or Inkwell's daughter. Is who
And
this is.
Lily.
And son.
Poppy,
Poppy. Lily and Poppy. Poppy and Lily.
Toblin, and Poppy.
Wait,
Stupid names.
Poppy is the girl?
Mm-hmm.
And who's the other kid's name?
Tomlin.
Tomlin.
Goblin.
Toblin is the boy. And they're both Inkwell's children.
Twins.
Oh.
So I suppose you don't know who this person of seclusion is on the council that needs to be dealt with?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Okay.
But
Well,
there is a way to find out and have concrete proof. Ultimately, we have received word that some former associates of Anders' dearly departed parents had evidence of this secret and hid it away. Well, in a very, what they thought at the time was a safe place, and I assume, I guess you could say, they were correct in that nobody has been able to find it. These associates, though, will remain nameless for now. But they are reliable sources of intel. Anders, for obvious reasons, needs to stay clear of this for now. Information can be
That makes sense.
quite dangerous. So, helping Aubric could also help the town council. And you see the connections now.
What does it have to do with the Aubric, though? I guess I'm
Right.
confused about.
How does he tie into a corrupt council person?
If you choose to help with this endeavor, Aubric wants to give you the details in person. We were sent on his behalf. Well, I was sent on behalf of Mr. Salmore, but Vertheg was tasked with finding a group of capable and subtle adventurers to help out with this. If this is something that you are able to do, then Mr. Dralion would meet with you in person tomorrow.
Well, we're pretty subtle when we want to be. So,
Vertheg,
We're really selling it, aren't we?
Vertheg leans forward a bit and says, I have seen, I've heard of your exploits recently, and I believe you to be a fine fit for this. Mr. Dralion has offered a payment of 200 gold, pulls out a sack of coins and sets it on the table in front of him, up front. No strings attached. But this is to show it's a gesture of good faith.
So it's 200 gold up front from Anders?
This is from Mr.
From
Aubric.
From
Um,
Aubric. And then is
Mr.
there
Drillion.
additional payment after? That's kind of what's...
There is indeed additional rewards, but that is for Mr. Dralion to convey should you choose to meet with him.
Where and when would we meet with him?
Tomorrow, late afternoon,
His mansion.
his mansion.
Y'all know where that is?
Yeah, you know.
I'm not from.
Well, we take your good faith explanation. What do we have any assurances that whatever mission we may be taking on here is truly for the greater good of the council and not just getting Mr. Dralion back into a position where he feels better off? How do we know that this is for the best of everyone?
I'm afraid I am not at liberty to disclose the information that would convince you. That is for Mr. Dralion to do. The 200 gold here is to show that he's serious. And if you know anything about his history, you know that 200 gold is not a drop in the bucket anymore for Mr. Dralion.
he's not doing it. He made some bad moves. The whole thing.
Should we agree to meet him and then tomorrow we disagree with what the ask is? I
You are
assume
free
we
to
just-
walk away.
Okay.
We should at least hear him out, see what he has to offer.
Yeah.
Especially for 200 gold, just to, you know. I've heard of these things. You get paid and then someone tries to sell you something. Get something out of it.
Yeah, no harm in talking.
Yeah.
Are we good with that then? All good. Yeah, we'll meet him tomorrow at his place.
Very good.
Time we should be there.
Late
Um,
afternoon.
4 o'clock.
4 on the sundial.
Yeah.
Got it.
I just said a number. When the sun is 3/4 through the sky.
8 fingers. To the rest. Spaced out.
The clock will ring.
Yeah. It is a lot of faith that Mr. Salmore is putting in you by even sending us here and discussing this. As you know, Saltmarsh is quite renowned for its, I guess you could say, ocean-faring prowess. There are no shortage of capable adventurers, capable captains that could do this, but he trusts you with this.
Good. I think we're pretty trustful too, as well as subtle. So, checking all the boxes.
You have done right by the city thus far, and gotten us one step closer with a peaceful relationship with the lizard folk, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say, but strange times we're living in indeed.
Pretty strange.
Thanks to the hero of Saltmarsh.
So I've heard.
Thanks to the whole group. We're the group. We don't really have a name necessarily. We're the heroes. No, that's so on the nose. I hate that. I hate it. We're glad to
workshopping
help.
it.
We're glad to help.
I understand that your vessel is almost complete as well, with the repairs.
Yes.
Working on a new name on that too.
We got 3 we're working on. We're leaning towards Codfather right now.
Godfather, light and breezy.
These are names that you would have painted on your vessel.
Perhaps yes.
Interesting.
The plywood, Maywood plywood.
Well,
Quid pro quo.
I like Bodie McBoatface personally.
Bodie McBoatface.
That's pretty clever. I like that one
The
too.
Mayfly.
What
It's
about
only above water for one day.
Could be the C team, like SCA.
well,
Oh, I like that.
regardless,
That's expectations low.
I
And it's
have.
a pun.
I understand that they have procured quite the crew for you.
Yeah, I remember they were gonna assign us a crew. I was thinking about hiring some folks, but I don't think we have to now.
1 year.
They're gonna be with us for. They said a year. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what Anders said like 20 minutes ago. Well, no, a couple hours ago.
It's not just for anyone that Captain Gilda Ironhand Turner volunteers her services for.
Well, we can't wait to meet them.
Captain Gilda.
Captain.
Do I recognize that name?
Actually, no, you definitely would. Captain Turner is a pretty well-renowned captain. And then Skarin will kind of turn back to the rest of you after. I would assume you'd be like,
Yeah, I'm kind of like. Really?
he turns to the rest of you and says, Captain Ironhand, yes. She was quite heroic at the Battle of the Broken Waves, yes? You've never heard of her.
Was that a familiar thing?
You've never heard of it.
Have I ever heard of it?
Make a history check.
You haven't heard of the Battle of the Broken Waves? Really? How long have you been here?
13.
You know how long I've been
It's
here.
one of the biggest battles that have ever happened around Saltmarsh.
Was I here when it happened?
I have no idea what it is.
No.
You know when I got here.
I guess that's true. People still talk about it at the taverns.
Captain Turner, she... Early in her career, she was on her ship, the Azure Flame. And it was caught in a pretty bad storm that pushed her vessel directly into the path of this notorious pirate fleet. I'm sure you're familiar with the Sea Princes. Well, with the odds overwhelmingly against her, she devised a strategy to use the storm to her advantage. She steered that ship through dangerous reefs where the pirates were far less skilled at navigating. And ultimately, utilizing that storm and her skill, she lured those pirate ships into shallow waters where several of them were wrecked on the coast. Her crew emerged victorious, having sunk 3 pirate ships while preserving their own. The victory earned her a reputation for turning disadvantage into triumph.
Wow.
And she's going to be on our ship.
Very impressive.
For 1 year,
She'll be the captain of the ship then, right?
indeed.
We'll be the captain.
No, how's that work? So we follow her orders, I guess.
No.
That would
We
make
just
sense to
say
me.
where we go and we listen to her.
She captures the
hitting
crew, and we're
She
kind of
gets
like
us
the
there.
we're the
Yeah.
council of the show.
I think that's an apt description. I read the reports of your return with the sea ghost.
Flawless.
Far from it.
I agree.
It wasn't flawless. I know. It wasn't that good.
We're here, aren't we?
I'll fix them. I don't know how to
Whoa.
follow
But did we
them.
die?
We came back with more people than we left with.
It's true.
My point being is Captain Turner is quite highly regarded and possesses quite the no-nonsense personality.
Oh, we'll get along great. Good. I like that.
Well, you can imagine that with a name such as hers attached to this, that there were no shortage of other applicants for those other positions, some of which she brought on herself. She is quite enthusiastic about helping Saltmarsh.
I think this will work out just fine then.
So, you all meet at Mr. Drowlian's mansion tomorrow.
At 4.
Fantastic.
Yeah, 4 on the dial.
Is there anything else? Any questions you have for us before we depart? Do not want to linger here too long.
I understand.
Not anything you could answer. I mean, you're kind of the messengers, right? For the deets, we gotta talk to the man himself. So I think I'm good. Unless y'all got something.
I'm good.
Stands up, kind of straightens his cloak, puts the hood up, as does Vertheg. Looks at each of you, gives you a nod, then turns and walks out the door.
I will close it behind them.
So cool. I need to know why you don't like the twins. What's going on with that?
Yeah.
Oh, you want right to it? All right.
Sure did.
He caught me a little off guard bringing him up and then mentioning that Poppy was with Anders and Anders didn't even say anything about it. I guess we didn't even. And it's not. We call him Toblin. I call him Toblin. It's not Toblin. It's Trebin. I don't know why I was thinking Toblin.
Trebin.
Oh, wait. What's his name? I need to
It's
update.
another
It's not
dumb
Tobin?
Spell this all over.
Is it Tobin? Not Tobin.
It's
It's
Trebin.
Treblin.
Treblin.
Trebin. Yeah,
Trebin.
sorry.
Trevin.
stupid names.
They were all very. Even their father, to an extent, was very anti-technology for a while. You know.
What?
Like,
Sorry.
I don't mean like in the means of like making people's lives better. Like what I have here, and I'll hold up my gauntlet with the vials in it. Something like this. If they would have saw this, they would have figured out a way to get off my hands, smash the vials, and then shove me down and beat me up.
What?
They were those kind of kids. Anything
they
I
hate
made,
technology?
anything I invented, they thought it was, well, I wouldn't say just hate technology. They just hate the fact that I was making things that were considered weird.
Did they ever beat you up for said things? I know you said that they would if they saw what you had on now, but did they before?
It's come quite close. I mean, there have been hands in the past. I mean, I didn't necessarily get thrown down and mugged or anything like that. So especially since I had Sherry around me all the time. It's kind of my backup.
Who's Sherry?
She's a dwarf lady. Used to be my friend a long time ago. She's out in the seas right now. She's very, very tough. She was. We hung out all the time.
So Poppy's with Anders, and you were not with Poppy
No, never, not in a million years. No.
because she hates technology.
That's again on the nose. I mean, they more so hates anything out of the norm when it comes to magics, or at least used to. Maybe not now. I don't know. I made sure to avoid them at all costs for the last 15 years.
So they would love me, is what you're saying.
Long time.
I would fit in great with them.
Probably. I don't know.
That was a
maybe.
joke. That was sarcasm. No, they probably hate me.
Well, probably not. They're
Probably
not,
hate him too.
they're not necessarily against magic. It's more so the application of magic to standard things. Like you have here's a wrench. Now I'm gonna take this wrench and suddenly it's gonna morph into this screwdriver that shoots this little lightning beam that helps tether metal together. You know,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, it is pretty cool, isn't it? It is pretty cool. To most people.
It was still pretty effective as a wrench, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you can improve stuff. Everything's got a little. You can do a little plus one to it sometimes. But I don't know why. I don't even know if they really hated that stuff. They may have just hated the fact I made it and picked on me for it. But we never talked about it or opened up or anything, or had some sort of coming to terms with each other. It just kind of always went bad.
So what you're telling me is that I hate these people. I just want to make sure that I get this straight. So if I come across them, what do I know about them? I grew up in the same. We didn't run in the same circles.
Did you find they were raised in cruelty and perhaps this was just kind of their outlet?
I don't know. I mean, that could be it. I never had a chance to ask or care to ask, if I'm being honest.
They're jerks, is what I need to hear from this, though.
They were pretty big jerks.
Okay, they're
Apparently
jerks,
they may
great.
not be now. Anders seems all right, and he's with one of them, so people do change.
I guess we'll have to see if I come across them.
I just know I just know that where they came from, they had a father that raised them, which is why you may see me a little. He used the word bias, I think, towards Captain Inkwell. There's your reason. Those are his kids.
Wasn't as juicy as I thought it was with the way you were reacting about it at first. I'm a little
I
disappointed.
mean, they practically tormented him. We don't like these people.
Well, yeah, I didn't say it was unjustified.
Okay.
This wasn't as exciting. I was like, oh, you were with Poppy and then now Poppy's with Anders? Like,
That is true.
It was definitely bad, but Sherry made sure it wasn't awful. Put it that way.
Well, while Sherry,
Copperfield.
is it
Sherry
David.
Copperfield.
Sherry? While Sherry's away, just know I got your back, okay?
you were with Sherry.
But we hung out a lot. What do you? Yeah.
Friends.
Friends or
No, friends. Just friends. Always just friends.
okay?
I wonder where she's at actually. She's she was really always actually talking about Captain Turner, right?
Mhm.
She was actually she looked up to Captain Turner a lot, and that's why she wanted to have her own vessel in the future. She just
Because of the height.
no, not because of height, Red, you dingus. She wanted to have her own vessel and sail the seas and whatnot. But she kind of took to. I actually don't know where she is now. I just know she has a ship out there somewhere.
I can ask around if you want.
Your long lost lover.
No, Red, you stop it. You stop that right now.
We can look for her.
If we see her, we'll give her a quick wave and catch
Hey,
up
it's
over.
on the list.
Over.
Colt's long
I'll
lost
ask
lover.
if anyone.
It was Sherry
knows where
copper
she's at.
clad, right?
Oh yeah, copper clad. Sorry, copper clad.
Toblin and Fields.
You know,
and
That first one was on me. First one's on me.
What was her real Sherry Copper hand?
Plaid.
Sherry
Clad.
copper clad.
All right. Colt's friend, Sherry Copper. It's on the list.
I
Also,
still,
meet with weird persons on the list.
I still can't wrap my head around the whole Anders Poppy situation. I don't even know if I should ask next time we meet him.
Because you do want to be with Poppy. We're good friends, right? We're allowed to
I
joke with
can't
each other.
tell. Can I roll for like
Inside.
I want to know if like he hates
Roll
her,
for
but he
tea.
also has like a crush on her. Like, oh, my nemesis,
You wanna
but
make
wow,
an
I'm in love
insight
with her.
check.
I do.
And then, Colt, if you want to make let's just call this. I don't want to call it a
Deception?
deception check. No, I don't want to call it that. But if you want it to, let's just call it a performance check to see how you like your composure with all of this.
4.
Okay.
Ooh, you said insight. 25.
He looks very. He looks more distraught about this than he would possibly lead on to. But in terms of like the why, you don't get anything. You don't get the feeling that he's lying to you, but that he's
Something
definitely
sus.
he's definitely tiptoeing a bit, I guess, around a
That'd be
little
accurate.
bit. Yeah.
What?
You're not saying something. If you don't, look, if you don't feel comfortable sharing that at this time.
I'm an open
then-
book.
I mean, you don't seem like one with this, but I'm not gonna pressure anything, so.
Is that hero
I'm gonna
Saltmarsh
go
stuff again? It feels
brew
like.
some tea
No.
for everybody because I think we just need to chill a little bit.
Yeah, just like a light dose, not like
Very,
whatever that was last.
I'm gonna take the edge off. I'll try, just tiny bit.
Oh,
Thank
I have
you.
a group name to submit. How about
Oh.
we're the irreverent but reliable Saltmarshers? Which the abbreviation for that is the IRS.
I kind of love it.
IRS. That's what it is.
Irreverent but reliable Saltmarshers. The IRS.
It's so long. Oh wait.
I kind of love it.
Maybe a different word for I. reliable.
So you would.
IRS.
So if you were to abbreviate us and say it out loud, you say we're errors.
No,
Ears?
just separate letters. We're the IRS.
Oh, you just say the whole thing. The IRS?
Have a meeting with the IRS today.
That's right. You don't want to mess with the
Terrifying.
IRS.
I haven't heard anything better, so sure. If we want to register that, I'm good with that.
The IRS means business.
Absolutely.
It sounds strong for some reason. It sounds serious.
That's a little bit of intimidation if you're not
100%.
if you're not a friend of the IRS.
Lose a little credibility if you change it to like the Inglorious Bastards of Saltmarsh. Then we're the IBS, and that's just like
Whole different.
it just kind of has a different air to it, doesn't it?
The SSIBS.
That's right.
Well, what about the boat too? You got something for that too?
What'd you say? The Confather?
Yeah, the Codfather.
Pretty good. I
Big
like-
Deck Energy. That's
Yeah,
a funny one.
Big Tech Energy. That sounds cool.
Cease and desist. It's pretty good.
We're the IRS on the season.
What about the
Seas. Oh, it's Seas. SEAS.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this, even better.
I don't know. That sounds fitting a little bit.
what about the upper decker?
Oh,
Upper Decker's pretty good. Internet's too powerful.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, so we can put that down. Maybe the IRS.
But once we get on that, I assume,
That's not for the boat though. It's just who we are.
well, by the time we get on the ship, it has to have a name. I think it's
Yeah,
bad
we
luck
don't
to
think-
not have a name and sail.
Yeah.
Agree.
But you got it. You're good at this thing, Red.
It's a group effort. Doesn't have just. I came with the IRS. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's why you're good at this. I defer to you, Red. My vote's there. The other two, they'll probably do the same.
He's just shitting on y'all's ideas.
Well, no, they haven't. Well, she said Codfather, I think. Was that you?
Godfather's pretty good.
I like
And then
that.
Upper Decker's pretty good.
What is an upper decker again? I don't understand.
You don't want to know.
It's not the
You have to
lower.
ask.
It's not the lower decker. It's the upper decker.
Oh,
Lower
boy.
decker's where it's supposed to be.
So like buoy.
Buoy?
Yeah. Buoy. Like oh boy. No.
That's
no.
too cute. That made for a dinghy. I wouldn't do that for
Okay.
a big old ship.
I take it back.
The SS Dinghy. How about that'd be funny?
Yeah. I don't like it. No, anyhow, I guess. No, I'll hang on for a little bit longer. Actually, Cougar, you're making that tea.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll hang out for a bit longer then.
What about the Dixie Normas?
Dixie
Currency.
Normus. What's Dixie? I don't get it.
What about the currency? Currency.
Oh, the currency.
That's good.
That'd actually be that's right up your alley. I'd be fine with that too.
Yeah,
That'd be
that's good.
appropriate.
I wasn't ready for the Dixie.
Yeah, Dixie
We'll
Normus
see.
kind of rolls off the tongue. I don't know what it means, but it sounds good.
Well, it's a play on
Dixie
words.
Normus.
Dixie and then Normus.
I don't. Oh wait. Oh,
It's
like a massive penis. That's the joke. I get it
There
now.
it is. There it is. Something long, hard, and the rest of the joke.
I guess that's kind of fun. I don't think. I don't know if Captain Turner would.
No,
Piece of ship.
piece of.
That's also a good one. Again, I don't know if Captain Turner would be too kind with a captain in a boat like that.
Vitamin C. I mean, that's kind of
I
basic.
like the cease.
Oh, that sounds healthy.
I like the cease and desist,
Cease and desist is really
especially
good.
with the IRS.
Yeah.
Yeah, cease and desist
Oh
says
no,
my
it's the
boat. Right.
IRS
Yeah.
on the cease.
Once we get into enough apparel trading, we can be ship your pants all day long.
Ship your pants. That's right.
These are good. This is good stuff.
Oh, this one's funny. She got the house. We got the boat. She got the house. It's gonna-
Put that on the italicized on the side of the boat under the name. That's the quote of the ship.
I kind of like the dream and scheme.
the dreaming scheme.
Or sale by owner. That's good.
Oh, what about property of the IRS?
That's accurate. That's what we go with that name.
We could do a funny spelling of seized by the IRS.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, seized by the IRS.
That's even more accurate because we did take this ship
We didn't technically buy it. We seized it.
and we seized the living hell out of it.
That's right. And what the IRS seizes, the IRS owns.
These are
Alright.
great. We've got a lot of great options.
Man, that tea's really kicking in, huh?
Oh, we hadn't even had a prayer yet.
So I'll say if you're utilizing the leaves that you brought back, are you? What's your methodology? I guess of preparing it. What does that look like?
Mortar and pestle, and the tea drinkers will tell me what that goes into before you steep it.
A strainer?
Thank you. I don't drink a lot of tea. Like it's dirty water to me.
It's for like margaritas catching the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, just mortar and pestle. Boil it, put it in water.
Okay.
Everybody enjoys a small.
Yeah. So it's at this point it's definitely boiling. At this point.
Didn't we get some booze or something to go with it?
Didn't I don't know about booze, but didn't Sarov say that they smoke it?
He did.
Man, it's like a whole different kind of drug.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're lizard folk. Their anatomy is definitely different.
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
I still have
That
some of
to
my brandy.
knowledge.
My
But
There
you
it
struck
is.
me as the
Unnamed
kind of
brandy.
person who'd try anything once. Well, you know, if you don't want to try smoking,
No.
You had a bad trip last time.
oh, that's fine. If you don't want to,
No, I would like to ask Sara first about his smoking experience and how much he smoked and consumed and his experiences before we dive into that.
get the accurate numbers,
sounds
right amount of
right.
grams. I understand.
Yeah, I don't think-
I would like to have a tea leaf, and I'm going to try and smoke it.
do you need a light?
So I want you to dry it out for me first, if it's like moist at all
I
from the
can dry.
travel. And I'm gonna like grind it.
Yeah. I mean, you would kind of probably like
I'm
crush it up,
processing it, yeah.
ground it up.
Yeah, while they're gonna drink their tea, I'm gonna try the Sarov way.
You need a
Okay. You see Aelin kind of sit back in her
Trying to live my best
chair
life.
with this and partake. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
15.
Okay. About this time, the tea would probably be ready. It's hot tea, but what is the desired effect you're trying to?
chill.
take the edge off.
Absorb into the couch.
Doctor, I'm trying to reduce my anxiety.
I would like to go on a prayer journey,
Okay.
Whoa.
but not a excursion, a deep lifetime.
Okay. All right. So you get a few cups and pour out some tea and bring them back to everybody.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
It tastes almost like a green tea, but maybe with like there's this like bitter kind of aftertaste to it that is not super like pleasant, but it doesn't stick around.
This is that kind of stuff you don't drink for taste. Son.
No. How's that smoke going or whatever? Aelin, are you still with us? Or are you
I'm here. How am I?
somewhere else? Or...
Aelin, you're responding to him. I'm here. I'm here. The rest of you, she's has 1,000-yard stare and is just like looking through the wall.
Holding onto the chair for dear life.
Just no expression on her face. Just
Yeah, like,
Man,
Aelin.
she is out of it. You see this?
she is
Mama is gone.
she's on the second floor.
Aelin, you're talking to everybody. You're responding because you heard somebody ask you like, "How is that doing?" And when you turn, there's the couch that he was sitting on is looking at you, and it said, "Are you good?"
Yeah, Mr. Couch, I'm good.
You all hear Aelin say this.
Yeah, Mr. Couch, I'm good.
Oh,
No, that's Redemir.
that's the tea talking.
No, the couch isn't red.
Looking across the table, there's a one of the candles that you had lit is now speaking to you as well.
Lumiere, you can talk again?
What?
Yeah, there's a number on there. Looks like.
I said tea in concentrated dosages, I think. I'm sipping on this small little taste.
Yeah.
Looking
Well,
around,
good to know.
You don't see Kugal anywhere, though. I mean, you don't see any, but you see a couch and a candle. But there's nothing else. Kugal, what are you doing outside of Kira's Aelin's fever dream?
I'm just gonna. So I'm gonna enjoy my tea, and then I'm gonna go sit back in kind of like the easy chair that's in the corner, just kind of out of the way. Just gonna kind of zone out for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so looking around, Aelin, you don't see anything else, and you kind of lean back a bit and look up, and the ceiling has a face. The ceiling is drinking. It has like a couple of planks of wood that come out, and it's holding another smaller set of planks of wood that have like liquid dripping out of it down onto the ground. And when it drips onto the ground, you see it's actually like burning through the floor, like alien blood almost. But then you see the ceiling, which has Kugal's face, but it's made of wood, just continue to defy gravity and drink this liquid and just vibe out.
I vibe out or Kugal would?
Kugal's vibing out. Ceiling Kugal's vibing out.
Kugal, be careful with that. I think it just burned a hole in the ground. Be careful, okay?
Kugal, you sit up from your relaxed, I guess your relaxed position. Look down, there is no floor. It just goes down. There's nothing there. Everything is still in place as it is, but nothing. Nothing down there.
Aster? Are you there?
Red and Colt, both of you make, I'm going to say Constitution saving throws for me, please.
23.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Both of you feel just like you're one with the couch. Just one with the couch. Everything, all of your worries have fluttered away.
That's what I was looking for, Red. Nothing but peace now.
The stress of your adventure that you've been on is no longer weighing on you. You're able to exhale and you look over and Kugal's just staring at the floor.
I think we've all.
Aelin is still staring at the same spot on the wall as she was 10 minutes ago.
I think we've all gotten the edge off, I guess, if you will.
I think it may have hit them a bit harder, actually, ingesting it the way they did. But
Well, we definitely know the way to smoke is the way to. You really want to be knocked out.
if you just want to be done with your evening, I suppose.
Right.
For shizzle.
I wouldn't mind to try
Fish
that
sizzle?
if I had like a little more security. Like if I was like not like strapped in a bed, but like safely like
Like had a
put-
support buddy or something.
Yeah, like a support buddy in like a bed and a comfortable place. It didn't have anything to do in the morning. I would definitely like that.
Kugal, although there isn't a floor beneath you, you still feel quite relaxed. To the point where you go back and lean back in your chair again. And you almost kind of float down a bit, and you're just kind of hovering there. Aelin, make one more Constitution saving throw for me.
Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
9.
9. Okay. Aelin, you're surrounded by the living embodiment of your group mates, but as pieces of your home. They all immediately just start talking to you. But they're all speaking some language that you cannot understand. It's nothing you've even heard before. It's complete gibberish. And the more that they talk to you, and the more that you are looking at them in their in the furniture versions of themselves in the ceiling, they seem to be becoming more and more frustrated with you that you're not understanding what they're saying.
Look, I don't speak furniture. I don't know that language. Who changed you guys into this?
That's like the third time she's talked to inanimate objects, Red.
Yeah, she may not be having a great time.
Yeah, when you hear her say this, she's actually at this point now looking up at the ceiling, yelling at it.
Yeah, we may need to watch her.
Google, I don't understand ceiling.
I think that's gonna be a job for you, Red. And I'll
No, you're gonna leave me here?
start standing and stretch and go. Yeah, I've got to get back to my place.
We got yells at ceiling and stares at floor, and I'm lived here.
And now we know why the lizard folks' constitution is so high.
Yeah, you got it covered,
Don't
man.
leave
Right?
me here with them.
I mean, I got to get back though. You got me.
Just stay here.
Why is the candle moving?
This isn't the first time they've been like this. For
Yeah,
sure.
last time it was all 4 of us, and there were no adults around. No, I'm the adult here.
Nah, you got it, Red. No, I'm gonna get going.
Please don't leave.
I turn and start to walk towards the door.
Damn it. Well, be safe getting home, I guess. We'll get breakfast tomorrow. I don't know. What do you want to do tomorrow?
When Colt stands up and leaves, you don't actually see his legs move. They just stay completely in place. And then you hear a door open and close, and you see him stop in front of the door as you hear it open. But the door itself never opens. You just see him phase through the door, and then you hear a door close.
Like Roblox.
Yeah.
I'm getting some lag here, it looks like. Well, with that lag, it's time to go to sleep. I'm already on the couch, so I will just rotate.
And you have no problems falling asleep, nor do you, Kugal.
I wondered if I might kind of use the situation as a little prayer session to
Okay.
kind of say, Master, I don't think that Volker, is that you? Because I'm concerned that you're not. And see if I get any kind of response off of it.
Make a religion check.
15 plus 3.
Very good.
18.
Reaching out with every ounce of your being to Valkyr with all of these instances that seemingly would never occur with some other cleric or paladin of Valkyr. You hear your voice echo And it repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats. And then it starts getting louder and almost like it's coming back. To the point where you kind of sit up and look. The floor is still not there. It's just a vast black void beneath you. And through it, you see this kind of this visage almost of it's a horrifying looking face that comes up and just continues up and actually goes through the ceiling and kind of disappears. And as it does, the entire room itself dims down and goes black, and you're now just sort of floating in this black void. And you still hear your own voice kind of echoing, ping-ponging around the room. And you just hear a single word emerge from the depths of this blackness. Obey. And you lose consciousness.
That's a bad sport friend.
Say what?
He just passed out next to you. He just went.
Oh, I'm conked out. The adult went to sleep. Just, please don't wake me up.
Let me sleep. And Colt, you're kind of walking back to your place.
Walking home.
Make a perception check for me.
I don't give a shit. One. I'm saying, whatever's out there, whatever.
Oh no.
Okay. You are
Unarmored.
living your
armor's
best
down.
life. You are so relaxed right now. You are thinking
What is nice
about
tonight?
just how perfect it feels, how you're not walking through swamp water, how your life, to your knowledge, is not in immediate danger. And life is good. And you make it to your house.
I will go reach in my pack and one of the side pouches and just fiddle around until I feel a jingling. Take out a small ring with 2 keys on it. Fiddle with it. Lock my door.
The first one was the wrong key.
Oh, shit, sorry. 50-50 every time. now do the other one.
You go right in.
I'll lock up behind me.
And with that, we're going to go into a bit of a long rest, everybody. And that's actually perfect timing. We'll go ahead here and take a quick 10-minute break before we come back and see what y'all get into on the 6th of Myrtle.
Myrtle 6.
Ew.
All right. Be right back, everybody.
very, very happy with my book purchase.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Uno libro, dos libros,
Quattro.
cuatro
Got
libros.
4 books. Wow.
You have a biblioteca.
Quite the
See?
bookworm over here.
So happy.
All right. You all gain the benefits of a long rest, which I know you were looking forward to. You were struggling. I think Kugal too.
I was about half. He did take care of me after the battle with a little boost. A little bit.
True.
Been a minute.
But yes, so the next day arrives. The sun, the way it kind of has risen, it shines specifically through a way that just catches right on your right eye, red.
I try to rotate more end of account if possible.
Colt, the last thing you remember is walking into the house and closing the door and locking it behind you. You wake up, you're in your full deployed suit of armor. Laying
Fantastic.
on top of the covers, but upside down on your bed.
Fell asleep.
I just only had a little bit. I just feel stiff.
Aelin, it doesn't matter how much sunlight's in this room, you're still asleep.
Good.
Kugal, though, you actually kind of wake up a bit naturally.
Feeling okay. I'm gonna kind of quietly creep. Maybe work on a little coffee, get a little breakfast going.
Okay. Red, you're trying to fight off the morning.
I'm gonna take a blanket and put it over Aelin. It was like, ooh, I know that's gonna suck.
Red, you're fighting off this morning, but the smell of breakfast just...
Yeah. I rise up like the cartoon character.
Yeah, exactly. You're kind of floating, following the smell trail. Yeah.
Something's good is in here. Float in the kitchen. What you making there, Kugal?
Just start with a little bacon and we probably haven't had a chance to go get fresh eggs or anything yet, but salted
You said salted beets?
meats.
Oh,
Some salted meats.
sounds better than salted beets.
You can head down to Arby's.
Have you ever had any salted beets? They're not too bad. No, they're horrible. They're horrible.
The curse of the dum-dums. Still here.
Doesn't sound right. Well, if I could put more order in for some coffee and eggs.
Let me go check with Miss Smith next door, see if she's got any eggs ready. I'm sorry, I'm making lore on the fly.
Miss Smith next door. She's always been a pretty nice lady.
Yeah, I'm not from here, so that sounds great.
Are you heading out?
Sure.
All right.
Do you need me to do anything while you leave?
Now just keep an eye on her. If she wakes up, just tell her I'll be right
She's
back.
asleep here in the kitchen.
You see Aelin. She's
In the kitchen.
She's doing great. I don't understand why I need to keep an eye on her. She's under control.
You see, like, her left eyelid is just, like, twitching every now and again.
Think about snapping at your eyebrow. I don't know what I mean.
Colt, you're up and about. You're actually making yourself some breakfast at this point. It's at this point you realize that you're wearing all of your armor.
Hold my arm in front of me, seeing the gauntlet of my. Oh, wow. I'll push on my chest. I'll just retract back down into my normal clothes. I'll eat hastily because I remember the condition we left them. I'm assuming they're gonna sleep in, so I'm gonna try to meet them at their place for it.
Okay. And just for the record, the three of you who are conscious right now, you don't feel hungover or bad or anything like that. You actually feel pretty well rested.
It's nice to sleep inside for once.
Aelin,
I'm nervous.
you actually, your eyes kind of flutter open. And you wake up. You slept sitting upright in a chair, but and your back is a little sore, but you long rested. You gained the benefits.
Slept
You
worse.
felt like, yeah, I mean, you definitely slept worse. But you smell the aroma of a fresh cooked breakfast coming out of the kitchen, and you see Red just standing in there looking at it like, what's it supposed to do here?
And he just said he'd be back. I mean, that's whatever. If I see some like egg run over, I'll like snap it and it'll like, disappear off the floor. It's like,
Did he go to Miss Smith's? She's got eggs.
oh, you're back
She's-
in the land of the living.
Yeah,
Yes. He said going to get some eggs from the
Miss
neighbor.
Smith.
Right.
Yeah.
Kugal, you see the Smith residence about 50 feet out in front of you. Before you hear, is that Kugal?
Hey, Dolores.
I haven't seen you in an age. Where you been?
Oh, you know, just around. Everything's fine. How are you?
I'm doing just so fine. I'm doing fine. And the kids, and she like motions out, and it's like 4 goats that are in a pen. The kids are great. They're doing fine. We got so many eggs. You want some?
Yes, please. That's actually why I stopped by. How is Otis's knee? Is he even okay?
Otis, he's actually in town already. He's been walking up there for a couple weeks now.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. That's so good. Did he ever get those shingles worked out?
No, they're still bothering the dickens out of him.
No. The shingles on the roof. Those shingles.
No, we got them fixed. No, they're good.
Oh, wonderful. I was. We worry about him being on the roof, but you know.
Do you want some food? I mean, I know we're gonna give you the eggs, but I can make you a breakfast if you.
Just the eggs are great. I've got some company. I'm just trying to.
Oh, you got some company? Who's
Not
coming over
the
now?
company.
Kugal, are you cheating on me?
Never.
You better not be.
Never.
I'll kill him.
Oh.
Point taken. I will be extra careful.
All right. Well, here's your eggs, sweetheart.
I give her a kiss on the cheek.
Kugal, you are trouble. You're trouble. And she kind of shuffles back into
I've
the
been
house.
in Tennessee for a really long time. I know how to handle that.
Yep.
It was so good.
And yeah, I mean, probably about 15, 20 minutes passes, and you see Kugal walk back through the door with 2 stacks of eggs.
Didn't know if you had to go scramble some eggs, but here you go.
I'll get to work.
Google has a way with the neighbor.
With the Miss Smith.
Yep.
Colt, you're. Was there anything else you were wanting to do at your home before you left?
No. I went through my pack before I was gonna head out, and saw that I still had plenty of room, and there was no reason to leave anything behind. So I just kind of looked at everything, kind of just let out a sigh, because I'm leaving the house to kind of home again, probably for who knows how long, and just head back out to Aelin's.
Okay. At the same time that you were kind of walking in with those eggs, Colt, you see Kugal kind of walking down the path with those eggs. There's still quite a few people on the road at this point, so Kugal, you didn't notice, Colt walking down, but you definitely saw him walk up and into the house, and you were probably only about a couple minutes behind him. So Kugal comes in and kind of starts getting ready to start cooking breakfast, and then Colt just kind of walks in the door, and you hear a fake audience. Clap.
Dolores says hello.
Who's Dolores?
That where you
I
I
got
was
those
going to say the
extras
next
on?
scene.
She's obsessed with you.
She loves him. Don't tell her husband. I mean, he probably knows.
You guys doing okay?
Glad to see you made it back.
I did.
Was worried about you
Right as rain. No, why would you be worried about me?
How was
We were
Aelin
on-
feeling?
because we were on drugs last night.
Uh,
Wandered off into the.
They were on drugs.
No, we took some too.
We were. Y'all
just
were a
didn't-
bunch of furniture.
We just didn't have. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Clearly did not have the same experience.
You were a couch.
I was on a couch.
You were a candle.
Oh, I like that. I would be a
And you
candle.
were the ceiling.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
ceiling.
It was really cool. But also terrifying.
We just-
You guys were talking to me and I couldn't understand eventually.
And you were staring at the wall for a while, and then the
Yeah,
ceiling.
well, Kugal was dripping stuff and it was melting the floor.
That stuff is an evening.
And then you were staring at the floor.
Probably
There
because
was
the
no
hole
floor.
that he did.
I don't see
See,
anything.
it's
I
must
because
have
the
burned it
hole,
out 'cause there was
you
no
burnt it
floor.
down.
There's no.
I mean, it's
I mean,
fine
we.
now.
I
Does
was
the floor
just
look okay
relaxed.
now?
It
I
looks
was just
fine.
relaxed and chilled. I just had an edge off.
I mean, mine was pretty funny. It was alarming, but overall, hey, you know what? I'd do again.
You spoke
mean-
to a lot of things that don't move.
Yeah.
Like a lot, like maybe 3 or 4.
Well, it was you guys, but you guys were objects.
I mean, right before I went to
Candle
sleep,
and
when you
the-
were leaving,
Yeah.
you didn't walk when you got up, and you just walked through the door without opening it. But then I knew to go to sleep at that time.
You saw me float out the door?
Yeah, you just were like, all right, see it. And then you just like floated around. You
I
didn't
did-
even walk.
I can't do
I heard
that.
the door open, but I didn't see it open. And then you walked right through the closed door.
I did see
And
the
that's
candle
when I was
moving.
like, you know what? Sleepy time.
Yeah, the candle was like,
Okay, maybe it's a bit much to even take the edge off. Then,
no,
suppose maybe, perhaps.
it's a break for your brain. It's fine.
I mean, I don't feel terrible today.
I actually feel pretty good.
I
Maybe,
feel
maybe,
pretty well rested.
maybe that's a good way to get some good sleep.
Yeah,
Actually.
my back hurts a
Or we-
little, but that's on me. I slept upright.
I feel a little stiff, honestly.
Or we slept in civilization.
that
not like
that helped
In
immensely.
the,
Also,
in the terrible places.
and camping in murky water ground for a while. But I'm ready to get going if y'all are. We got to plan out our day, right? It's another beautiful day to get things done.
We have to
Yeah,
eat.
well, we're going to get some breakfast first.
Oh, y'all haven't eaten yet?
Google just got the eggs.
Making food.
Oh,
Can't
that's
you
what the
hear?
eggs are for.
They come hustling out with plates.
Oh, that's fine. I'll wait. We're good.
Coffee.
Okay.
Any
Got
creamer?
to fuel up for the market.
That's right.
Sugar? Creamer?
I don't
We
carry
got
cooking
some
materials.
goat's milk. We get that from the neighbor too.
You got it from the kids, yeah.
That's a good joke.
We want to check to make sure it's still fresh. We have been gone for a minute.
Like, check the fridge. Let me check the date on that.
There is no date.
Yeah.
The FDA doesn't exist.
Yeah. Ooh, that
The
doesn't,
IRS does.
that doesn't smell right.
So you all enjoy your breakfast. Kind of do. Is there? Let me ask you this: is there anything specific that any of you were wanting to do at Aylin's home, Aylin/Kugal's home, before y'all depart for the afternoon?
So what are we doing this morning?
Only plan where we're going.
Okay.
We've
Do we do that now?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
say.
yeah, sure.
I would say if that, unless there was anything else.
Plan.
We've
I
got
want a
some
plan.
tea leaves to sell. I would like to give a courtesy drop off to Derek, no charge this
Correct.
time.
He deserves it.
He deserves it.
I've got 4 stops I want to do myself.
4 stops.
So I suppose we should lay out everything we want to do.
Yeah,
here.
where do you want to go stop at?
I need to go by, I forget the place. It's where I'm getting my armor fashioned. There should be some plate armor
The
ready
dwarf
for me.
place? Yeah.
I'm hoping.
The hammer and anvil? Anvil?
Dwarf and Amble.
Yeah,
Dwarven
Dwarven Anvil. I need to go by the local either chapel or something along those lines to see if they got a high-ranking cleric or someone with some very fancy healing powers. I don't know if you recall, but Thousand Teeth did twist my leg 180 degrees and almost rip it off.
Yeah,
And
you're
I
right,
have
some
had this
stuff.
limp ever since. So I'd like to get that fixed, if possible. There's I forget that other lady too. It's kind of like a magic shop. You make a request, she tries to fulfill it. I want to pit stop by there, see if she's coming to anything new. And then probably the last one, Aylin's on board for. The markets, I think, are today. So.
Yeah, because we need to go to Milton's Fine Frames and check on the posters.
Oh, and there was someone else, maybe 5 stops.
You also need to talk to Craig.
Yeah,
or
about the
Caltech
Xenopus. That's right.
about the book.
Oh, that's the book. I thought it was Xenopus Tower.
It's a book. It's a book you have.
Book I have.
Craig or Caltech. I mean, that's all I got written down. It's your book.
I pull my backpack around to my front and start rifling through it.
You find the. I assume you're speaking of the tome that you found at the mansion, which had that strange symbol on it, which.
I carry that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a book. I don't know what you're talking about.
He has it, yeah.
Mysterious book, journal with symbol of skull on spine.
Which is
It
the
wasn't tied to
same symbol that was burning on the flesh of that humanoid creature that tried to murder you all in the swamp.
Yeah, we should get that checked out too.
So we talked to Craig, and there was another
Or
guy
Caltech.
that knows about that tower. Damn it.
Kaladek.
Kaladek. That's Kaladek, yeah. So that's on the list. It's like 7 places we gotta go. Any big preferences where we go first? If I'm getting hesitation, I'm about to throw one out.
Why don't you get
It's
your
a
armor
dwarven
first?
hammer, because I need my armor too.
Oh, that's right. You
I-
have
I
that
ordered-
hide, right?
Well, no, I ordered the studded leather armor. Like,
But you can get even
6
better
months
now.
ago.
You've got 1,000 teeth hide, man. They're gonna. There's that lady. What's her name? She's gonna be ecstatic seeing that.
The
Yeah.
one at the armor shop or the magic trade for good stuff?
I'm terrible with names today.
that was Xandros, wasn't it? And I don't think she really fashions. She just like acquires things.
Because Mefera's at the Dwarven Anvil.
Kester's
And
Leather
Jasper.
Goods.
Kester's Leather Goods. That's the place. You want to take that thing?
Yeah, we'll talk to her. There's probably a lot of hide. There may be some enough to go around a little bit.
All right. I suppose Dwarven Hammer first then.
I need to stop and talk to some people. I'll just talk to them on the way, though.
Sure.
Who do you need to talk to?
Just some contacts I have.
Oh,
gonna
for your
try and-
business. Oh, never
well,
mind.
not
She's
for
selling
that.
today.
No. Well, I am doing that. But I want to get some feelers out for your friend. See where she's at.
Oh, for sharing?
Yeah.
If you want to. You don't have to, but I appreciate it. See what she's up to. Hope she's doing okay. You know, while you mentioned it, I suppose I should. This one's a bit more personal. I'm kind of interested in this. My father's kind of been out for a while now.
Mhm.
I kind of expected him back. His name's Jonas. If you could ask about him too. He was making a pilgrimage to a temple of Valkyr outside the city. It's like way north, I think northeast, and he should have been back by now, but he's not. I'm not worried about him. I mean, he's a hell of a sailor, so just if you can ask around. But don't make it priority, by all means. Not you got other business, handle that first.
And I know we need to go to the council eventually, but they'll find us. We're here, right?
We got to 4.
They'll put up the symbol. It'll be like the IRS.
Let's give him something to shoot in the sky that makes a symbol for
Right.
us. I could probably make that if you would be serious.
Yeah, you can put the letters like IRS. Like
I'm not sure how to make shapes, but I could work on it.
that's cool. All right, armor time.
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready. Y'all ready? All right.
I
Okay.
get my coffee to go.
You heading to the Dwarven Anvil?
Just hold out your hand. So
Ah,
Damn it. So you all head out and head towards the Dwarven Anvil. Takes you about 30 or so minutes to get there. As you get into the town proper, it's definitely bustling with the people getting the day started. Some of them, have already started hours ago, especially, on the coast. Some folks just get out there before the sun comes up. So there are multiple shops, people kind of yelling out to sell their wares. Making your way through town, though, it's not long before you find yourself standing in front of the Dwarven Anvil. I assume you're heading on in?
as we're walking around, are people like staring at us?
Nope.
Do we seem to have any kind of like big deals? No, that's great. That's good
Low profile still.
for now. Right. Let's wait till we get them prints.
You can have like biker patches.
I love it.
and then we could get like a juice deal. Like, drink this, and you could be just as great as the hero of Saltmarsh. Have your face on.
You would sell juice?
Yeah, with your name on. It's like hero's juice. Like fight milk, but like hero's juice. Like,
Milk would probably do better.
Tropic Thunder's booty sweat or something.
yeah. This could be you, and it's a picture of you, like.
When you enter the Dwarven Anvil, you don't see Mefera there, but you do see Jasker behind the counter. And he actually looks to be kind of just organizing things, and it seems like maybe preparing for the day a bit still. But sees you all walk in.
Hey, Jasker.
Caleb.
Hey, Colt. Close. You got close, though.
I had it. You've come in for your armor.
I have, and possibly his, too.
And, I don't know.
Jethro.
Thought it was with a C.
Google.
It starts with a C.
Google.
C-J.
Kugal.
E-T.
Kugal.
Jethro is my middle name. Thank you.
Google Jethro.
Such a jokester.
I'm so sorry. I'm just kidding. It's ready. Both of you. We have both of your things ready. We actually weren't sure. You've been gone for a while.
We have. I don't know if you heard talk of the town, but there's some lizard folk in town now.
You see him reach back and grab his sword.
No,
They're with us.
no.
They're with us.
Peaceful lizard folk. We brought some, would you call them emissaries?
Yeah, emissaries. They're set up at the town.
Deep from the marshes. There's some bad news going out there, and we were looking to make sort of,
An alliance.
Yeah, a little bit of a peace deal with them.
Well, the marshes are always a dangerous place.
And you brought them back
Even
here?
worse than before.
Cleared up a lot of misunderstanding.
That's where we've been, and it is not a nice place, as expected.
Wow, you were. Most of my time is spent here, honestly. I'm trying to perfect the craft, get better. I'd like to be the finest armor maker on the Sword Coast
But
one
these
day.
lizard folk, they bring good to the town. We want to make sure
Absolutely.
that we spread that word that these are our friends.
We're very grateful.
We are working together.
All right, so
we
it's kind of
brought-
like a diplomatic
Exactly.
situation.
Yeah, very fortunate for the alliance.
And we brought something you may be interested in.
Well, no, it'd be the leather worker lady. I don't think that's.
Oh, yeah, wrong place.
What'd you bring?
You don't do leather working, right?
No,
That's
that
the
would
other
be Kester's down
That's
the
my
road.
bad.
Yes. Right, but let me get your stuff. And you see him kind of disappear into the back rooms there. A couple minutes go by, and he comes out with two kind of large boxes and sets them out on the counter and puts them next to each other and pulls the lid off of each one of them. And in one of them, you see a set of splint armor, which is a lot of leather, but with metal strips that kind of run down the length of the extremities. A lot of protection offered there.
Wow.
The other box that he opens is a set of leather armor, but it is studded. It has like metal embellishments on it. And looks up at you and says, does this look to suit your needs?
I'll open the box and I'll say, it looks like it'll work. Do you mind?
Please.
I'll reach in and just scoop this heavy armor out and just thunk it on the floor and then spread it out.
He kind of like, is there something wrong?
Oh, no, just give me a minute. And I'll push on my chest and that armor will, and I will start manually taking it off. Which will take about,
eyes?
it'll take about 5 minutes. No, I'm wearing clothes.
Okay.
Just taking armor off. But it's going to take a while. So just give me like 6 minutes.
Doing this here.
Okay. Mr. Kugal, is this to your liking?
Take the jacket out and kind of give it a flip. Trying to check the measurement.
Mm-hmm.
What was the color like?
The color?
Mhm.
It's so the leather itself is kind of like a deep, darker brown, almost like a burnt brown color. The studs on it itself are it's silver, but it's not super reflective and shiny. It's kind of a flat silver, so it's not reflecting a lot of the light.
It's your workmanship. It's just second to none. I love it, Jack. You did this yourself?
Well, my mother, yes, Mafera, yes.
It's
Exquisite.
wonderful. Just give it a shot.
Thank you.
Check it all over.
And he kind of pulls out the papers that were attached to the sides of each of the boxes and says, I see here that for the splint armor, there was 100 gold that was put down for this, and then 25 gold for the leather piece here.
Oh, that's right. I still owe you more done. I have like a few pauldrons off, maybe a leg.
You finish what you're doing.
Oh, right. I'll go back to.
You're sure the 25? I thought it was more than that.
The 25 is what I have here on my paper.
Okay.
Um,
Then I will pay him the 25 and then throw another 5 gold on top.
okay.
Just as a thank you for such great work.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, and please don't hesitate to tell people where you bought it. Is there anything I could interest you? Well, I mean, your suit of armor is quite exquisite, actually.
Thank
Where did you
you.
get that?
We found it.
I look over my shoulder. I helped work on that one too.
Yeah.
Because I'm taking off stuff.
We found it would really suit her.
You
if
just
she wore it.
found that.
I put the hat on that matches the helmet.
Where did
Quite
you
the getup,
just
huh?
find that?
You could say it's magic.
Adventuring.
I wish I was brave enough to be an adventurer, but blacksmith's life is the life for me.
So,
And you're, I mean, clearly very well suited for it. I mean, look at the work you've done.
right. You've assisted with the hero of Saltmarsh.
Yeah.
The hero of Saltmarsh. That's right, you told me about that
You
before.
saved the boat and stuff.
I ain't paying attention.
Well, yeah, you're working on your armor.
Quite the heroics from your group here.
I kind of lean in and like, we're working on getting some posters made. Would you be interested in putting one up if we brought it to you?
Oh, please, yes, I'd love to.
Inspire some
Especially-
people.
You know, we should get a picture with the armor that he's in and do like a dual promotion, a promotion for you guys and the armor you make.
If
Yeah.
he clearly is the hero of Saltmarsh, having signage around that equates our workmanship with that of the hero of Saltmarsh.
That's great.
The hero of Saltmarsh only wears armor from the Dwarven Anvil. Get your Dwarven Anvil armor today. And be the hero of Saltmarsh in your life.
Amazing.
Don't get me wrong, we stay busy, but can you imagine?
The
We could-
publicity.
We could
Right.
hire on new apprentices. We could expand.
See, your fame can help run the economy of Saltmarsh.
I would
Prosperity
be
everywhere.
most interested.
Are y'all talking about me?
Colt, I would be most interested in having you be an ambassador for the Dwarven Anvil.
Oh, sure, I guess.
We're going to check on those prints later today. Let's
Perfect.
circle back if they look good.
Perfect. And I will speak with my mother about it as well.
It's been about 5 minutes.
Yeah. How is everything feeling?
I kind of rotate my shoulders. It's good. It's good. Now I just need one more minute. All right. And I have my scale mail with the It's got this upside down green jeweled middle piece. That's the piece I'm always pressing on. That has like a gold embroidery around it. And as soon as it's off me and next to this other armor, I will put one hand on that scale mail under that little triangle shape, or upside down triangle shape, and I'll put one hand on the splint mail. And just focus for about 1 minute. And as soon as I shut my eyes, that emblem starts to vanish off the scale mail and start forming on the splint mail.
Whoa.
Amazing.
Does he do this often?
Never seen him do this.
Yeah, this is new to me.
It was new.
I'm completely just focused.
And they'll all just, or at least I won't speak for anybody else, but Jasker at least is just gonna stand there. He's just entranced in watching this happen for the entire minute. Are y'all doing anything?
Watching.
So I've got my new armor on. I'm kind of stretching it out.
Yeah, it's a little tight, but not from it being ill-fitting, just from it being new.
Say, do you have any use for my old leather armor? Is there any resale value in this, or how does the material? Would that be any benefit to you?
We could always use material for, a varying amount of reasons, but sure.
What's this worth to you?
And is it just kind of standard leather armor? It looks like it's been repaired a few times.
It's been around a little bit, but it has taken me through some adventures.
Is this teeth marks in it?
From thousands.
Maybe.
Character.
I would offer you 50 silver for it.
That seems fair.
Offloading.
Yes.
Right. He makes the exchange, and about this time you finish with your process.
Okay. Should be good now, I think.
How do you
not fair.
feel?
I feel fine. I just need to make sure, and I will just, this upside down triangle, just green triangle sitting in the middle of this splint armor, I'll just poke it, and the armor will start retracting into an impossible space, all in this little triangle. I'll just be sitting on the ground.
Wow.
Perfect.
That's
What have you
magic.
done to my armor?
I just did an arcane.
Did you just crush? I spent a week working on that.
Oh, no. And I'll pick it, the emblem up off the ground, and I was holding my chest, and it'll kind of just stick onto me. And then I will push it again, and the new splint armor will just come out and envelop my whole body.
Now, we've seen that before.
Yeah, that we've seen.
That was very impressive.
This is good stuff. What's so lightweight with this thing, too?
You feel like you could punch through things?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I could do that. I feel like I could get punched a lot more, or even be shot more. Which I don't want to do, but can if
Can.
necessary.
There is a tendency.
There is.
Oh, and I'll lean down, I'll pick up the scale mail, which is, I'm wearing this huge heavy armor, but it looks like it just weighs nothing as I'm moving around. But I'll pick up the scale mail and I'll go, oh, okay. And I'll lay it on the counter. You interested in this?
Yeah. Yes. I'm sorry. I've never seen anything like this before. Are you sure you would not like a job?
Oh, I have a pseudo job already, but I appreciate it. 2 of them, technically, I
The
guess.
more success we have, the more marketing potential.
I cannot wait to see the clientele that's going to come in after we align with the hero of Saltmarsh.
Why is he talking like you? What happened?
Thank you for your services.
Of course.
We will
Anytime.
circle back about the other.
Let me. Do you mind if I take a look at?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
And he kind of takes a
It's
look at this
worn,
while
so-
while you're having your discourse here.
Did you tell him this stuff again? About this Saltmarsh hero stuff?
Well, it's actually what's helpful. Because,
Is that the ambassador thing he was asking about?
exactly.
Right. Publicizing your image wearing their armor can actually help spur the economy.
Right. They see how successful you are, how brave
Right.
you are,
And
how
new-
strong you are.
New business coming in, hiring staff, apprentices, training, taking people
It's
out
good
of
for the
poverty.
economy.
Right.
I thought you guys were just poking
It's
fun the
not
whole time.
purely
But this can actually help Saltmarsh?
It's not purely just selfish money reasons. There are greater things that can come out of this.
I mean, if it helps,
But a
helps the
lot
town.
of it is money, though. But it is helpful for other people, too. We're not just lining our pockets.
If it helps people, I don't mind doing whatever you want me to do. Just
Well, the dollar comes here, and then he spends it, and then they spend money. And
I'm not.
we're
I'm
trying
not,
to
I'm
increase
not very
that
business
multiplier.
savvy. I don't
Trickles
really know.
down.
trickles down.
All you know so
This
much
way
about
we're gonna
business.
trickle. We're gonna trickle across. You are gonna bring money in. They're gonna buy things here. He's gonna add more staff due to demand. That's getting more people, more jobs, wages.
If it helps the people, I'm fine. This is
Right.
way over my head. I don't know. I don't understand any of this. I make stuff. I don't do these.
You're
weird
the centerfold of the attention on the advertising. You just may have to say you like his work.
Oh, well, I do like his work. This is really
See?
well made. Thank
And
you.
there's nothing
Thank
wrong
you so
with
much. And he like reaches out to like shake
I
your hand.
happily just hard shake his hand.
The armor here, it is visibly used.
Very. A
Um,
lot of arrows.
but there's some workable material in here for sure.
Hold it up to see the light through it.
it. You can see your eyes.
I would feel comfortable offering you 2 gold for it.
That's fine. I was going to give her parts, so I'll take the 2.
You could still give it for parts.
Yeah, why not? Go ahead.
Well, now I just feel here. Take 1 gold for it, then.
There you go.
Oh, sure.
Transaction. Is there
It's a
anything out
deal.
back in the Benton den that we should look at?
So you could commission it out to Uneven Evelyn, and she could
Nothing that I'm aware of. But is there anything else I can help you with? Anything else you need commissioned?
Not at the moment, nope. Armor-wise, I'm good. Aylin's super good. I don't think you do robes, so can't help Red much. Kugal's got
Not now.
some new duds, too, so we're good.
Maybe the leather shop, but even then, I don't know.
You guys don't do shields, too, do you?
We could fashion a shield, sure.
How good of a shield? Like, I've got, and I will hold up my very customized shield in front of me. It looks well made. It looks very, very durable. It's a standard shield, but I'm kind of looking for something a little more plussy, I guess you
Same.
could say.
I should hold my shield up.
Thinking of a great marketing campaign. Like, shield yourself. Like the hero of hero of Saltmarsh shields the town.
I don't know that. I mean, clearly these have seen combat, but they don't look defective in any way. I don't know that I could make one of higher quality with just the average materials that
Sure.
are available to us.
I understand.
If I find some type of rare materials you could work with, do you think you could do something?
I think so.
Keep an eye out. And I'd say that's pretty much it then. I appreciate all the help.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Anytime. Thank you.
I will turn and leave the shop.
Well, what's her dad's name again that we're looking for, sort of?
His name is
His name's Jonas.
Jonas. That's right.
He's carrying the world.
While we're walking, I would like to
Joe
look for
Jonas.
smugglers.
Hmm?
While we're walking, I would like to look for smugglers, some inside info, so I can get the word out what I'm looking for.
Yo, Hop Daddy, what up, John?
My little-
He's got a thieves' camp.
What's the beat going on?
What's the flippity flop?
Slick, homie.
Make a. I'll say with as busy as it is out on the street, make a perception check with disadvantage.
I'll just roll 2.
Pretty good.
You said a what? What check? Perception?
Perception.
With my lower? 20.
Wow.
I rolled a 15 and
And
a
a
17,
17.
and I have a +5.
Wow.
Crushed
Pretty
it.
good.
So as you're making your
I
way
mean business.
through the right, you're
For the IRS, of course we mean business.
There he is.
so as you're making your way through town after leaving the Dwarven Anvil, looking around, you actually just for a split second you catch the gaze of a another smuggler that you have worked with previously on a few missions to Waterdeep, and he kind of gives you just a little, and seems to start to go about his day.
You guys, I'll catch up with you in a minute. And where are you guys going again? Next.
Well, I needed to go to a chapel to see if there was a high-standing
I'll
cleric.
see you there.
Oh, okay. Bye,
I'll send a message. We are eventually going to the leather workshop. If you want to
Okay.
meet there.
Well, I want to go see Velcro too.
Well, we're going now.
Okay, I'll meet you. I'll be right behind.
Yeah, what would be closer, the leather shop or the Elite place?
The
hospital.
leather shop.
All right, leather shop first is on the
We're
way.
going to the leather shop
Okay,
first.
I'll be
then,
there.
Then the
Thank you for letting me know. I really appreciate that. I go after the guy.
Okay.
I'm like-
you catch up to him.
Hey, George. I don't know his name.
Aelin.
Hey, how are you?
Hi. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to beckon you over if you were busy.
No. I actually need to get the word out. I'm trying to get some information, so if you'll just spread it. I'm looking for 2 people. that are
Hold
aware.
on. The fuck are we talking about? You can't just stand in the middle of the street and talk about this.
Why not? Okay, come on, let's go.
Yeah, it just it kind of pulls you off to the side. What is it? What is it you need?
Well, I need to know the whereabouts of 2 people. I'm trying to make sure they're okay. First is a woman named Sherry. Sherry. She's from here.
Description?
Was she a no?
I'm not with you. You ran off. We're
She's a
headed to the leather
dwarf.
store.
She used to run around with Colt, if you know who he is.
That's the one that a few people
The
are running
hero.
around talking about the hero of fucking Saltmarsh, huh?
him, exactly. So she
He's
was a
trending.
friend of his. What I know of her is she's currently at sea. But I haven't really heard much about her whereabouts. So
Well, so she's like missing. She was kidnapped.
she's maybe not missing. I'm just trying to do a favor.
Trying to find a missing person.
Sure.
All right.
More pressing.
Keep my ear to the ground. Oh, you have another thing.
Yeah. 2 people.
You're gonna owe me if I come through on these.
Okay. Also looking for Colt's dad, actually. He went to a Temple of Valkyrie. I'm actually more concerned about him, to be honest. His name is Jonas. And I'm pretty
Temple of Valkyrie's just on the other side
no,
of town.
he went to a different temple. But Jonas Truthen. And I'm very concerned because, like, don't worry, I'm about to go to Valkyrs and pray on him. But
I wasn't worried, but
are you okay?
no, it just we haven't spoken in like 2 months, and then you see me, and now you want me to find like
I don't want you
2 random
specifically
people?
to. I'm just trying to get the word out, and y'all can let me know.
okay, all right, I can do it.
Have you found my brother? Has anyone found my brother?
Why you got to bring your brother up into this? You know I've been looking for him.
Okay, I'm just. Thank you.
All right, keep an eye out for Axel, as we have been for years.
I've been kind of staying at the end of the
Do you want to go to the leather shop? Or just whatever that is happening. We're there
I thought Kugal was with us. Where did he?
I don't know.
Yeah, you turn around, Kugal's not there.
Let's just go.
Let's go find the cleric. I need to find the cleric then. I don't know where he's got the damn skin.
It's like going to the mall with teenagers. Just
Let's just go.
check Hot Topic.
Turn into Always Sunny episode here.
that texting episode.
He says, "All right, Sherry, the dwarf,
And Jonas.
red hair, braids, a beard."
You know, I really should have asked for more information. Look, any information at all, Sherry.
Sherry the dwarf.
From the
We'll keep
area.
an eye out.
I mean, how many Sherrys are there here? Let's be real.
And Jonas Truthen, I've heard of him.
Yeah.
He left town years ago.
And he's still. No one knows where he is.
He's probably dead.
Don't say that. Whoa. Are you saying Axel's dead?
Probably. But we're still looking. I'm sorry. That was. I'm sure he's fine, and Jonas is fine, and Sherry is fine.
Yeah, I'm like visibly like, you think my brother's dead?
He's He probably just found his way in life somewhere else. He's tired of being cooped up here in Saltmarsh, right?
I thought we were friends.
Friends is...
I was gonna give you some free tea leaves.
We're friends.
It's a fresh batch.
I mean, friends are honest with one another, yeah? I'm not going to lie to you. The odds are not in our favor. This world is brutal, but we can be optimistic. And I'm sure Axel is out there somewhere. He was strong. Is strong.
Awakened mind. Let's just go. Like, this isn't getting better.
Hang on just a sec. I walk down the alley, and I see you, and I'm like, can I see some tea leaves? I grab some tea leaves. I walk back to this jerkwad.
Wow.
And I go to shake his hand.
George
like,
the jerkwad.
Yeah. And I'm just like, thanks.
Of course.
And I give the tea leaves a handshake.
He gives you a nod. I'll be on the lookout.
Thanks, George.
And he turns and leaves the alley.
I go back to Kugel. Kugel, George thinks my brother's dead.
He doesn't know any more than you. Let's go.
Okay.
Because right now we're in the middle of the street, like, just trying to... Where? What?
You're from here.
Yeah, but I don't keep
You
tabs
should
on
know where to go.
where everyone goes all the time.
They'll find us. Let's just focus on getting to the leather shop.
Okay, that's where we said we were going, because it's on the way to the... Okay, this is
All
me
right.
at the leather shop, yeah. We'll do that.
And so y'all are heading towards Kester's Leather Goods.
Casters.
We're also heading there, FYI.
Okay.
For my message.
You do have to cross your favorite bridge in town, and you're sort of in mid-conversation when you're crossing this bridge, and the nausea sets in, and you just immediately feel like you're ready to vom.
Whoa, hey, Red?
I don't. I'm gonna like get on all fours and just try to like crawl across this
What are you
bridge.
doing?
We're like shoulder to shoulder. I'm like,
I don't
what
know.
is his deal,
I don't
man?
know.
Like,
No. I'm just gonna keep walking.
Make a
Crawling.
Constitution saving.
This has happened before. I feel like I was here for this before. It's happening again.
16.
Okay, you feel it coming up, like but you push it down, and you make it to the other side of the bridge, and then you feel fine.
Something about this bridge just messes me up.
The bridge
And
offends
I'm
you?
like looking at it like what? I don't know. It just makes me feel terrible.
It's just a...
I know,
It's just
right?
a bridge,
It's
Red.
just a bridge, but something. I'm like looking under it, like
yeah, I was gonna say, can I look underneath it? Do we see anything that's underneath the bridge?
don't know why.
Nothing. It looks like a
Like just like a
normal
bridge.
bridge. I mean, it was
Somebody has
built a long time. It's been here for as long as any of you have been around Saltmarsh.
Somebody hasn't like chalk drawn some cursed symbols on the bottom of it.
Not that you can see.
What's wrong with this bridge?
Think there's some magical acting with you bad over the bridge?
I don't know.
I can
just
check that if you
feel-
want.
I'm sure. Go ahead. Be my guest.
Well, it'll take 10 minutes. But we gotta wait on them to catch up anyhow, right?
I mean, we're not really here in town much anymore.
Oh, that's true. I guess that's true. Not really worried about it, right?
If we get really bad, I can just teleport to the other side of it and say, "This, the bridge."
I suppose so. All right, let's continue on then.
The nausea was too much.
Okay. Heading over to Kester's Leather Goods. So you walk up on this building. It's looks really not much different than the rest of the buildings around it, but outside is a quaint little sign that's kind of swinging a bit in the sea breeze. It says Kester's.
Well, this is it. Hugo's got the goods, so I guess we'll wait out here till they show up.
Right? Yeah. I mean, we can go look. I guess. Go inside if you want.
No, I'm waiting. They should be here any minute. Ailey kind of took off quick. Means she has a quick business, so I assume they went. No, I was way outside.
I'm going inside. I don't worry.
You go in. When you open the door, ding-a-ling, there's a bell that kind of goes off when you go in. And inside, there are multiple tables with different pelts on like kind of one side of the room. On the other side, there are tables with various articles of kind of leather clothing. Like kind of chest pieces and boots and just like all kinds of things. At the far end of the building is a kind of a mid-sized, I guess, desk. Behind it is a human female that sits there, is sitting there, looks up as the bell kind of goes off and says, "Oh, hi! How can I help you? Welcome to Kester's."
Yes, I'm just wanting to get out from the outside air, waiting on some friends to come in.
Oh, yes, way too stuffy out there.
Yes, too many people and everything.
Sure.
You wouldn't have any just basic like travel wear, would you? Not even like leather, just like nicer. Like I like point to my boots. And, like they're kind of worn and like
Just some regular boots.
just some like newer boots would be nice, better soled.
Sure, we have something laying around. And she's kind of standing up and walks towards you. Reaches out her hand. I'm Kiorna, by the way. Kiorna Kester.
Hey, my name is Redimir. Nice to meet you.
Ah, pleasure. Let me go and see what we have. She kind of looks down. It seems like she's trying to gauge the size of your boot.
Oh yeah, and I'll like stick my foot out. Do I have like a measure thing? And you put it in.
You're like kind of sticking your foot out. She grabs it
boot,
and like
yeah.
she pulls the boot off.
Oh,
I'll be back.
okay.
And she
That
disappears.
works too. Yes.
And it's about this time you two walk up and find Colt standing outside of Kester's.
Yo,
Hi, Colt.
you got your business taken care of?
Yeah.
Where'd you wander off to? Oh, you were with her? Oh, y'all were together?
Yes.
Oh, I got you.
Lugo's a good friend.
Well, that's good. I too think he's a pretty good friend. I'd say we're friends at this point, right? Yeah, he's a good friend. You're both good friends. Red's a good friend too, but he went inside. So, let's catch up.
Okay.
Turn to go
You walk
inside.
in. Ting-a-ling-ling-ling. You walk in. Red's standing there with one shoe on.
Red, where'd your shoe go?
You're missing a boot, Red.
Yes, the proprietor is looking for some improved shoes, if you will, some better sole boots and stuff for me to wear.
Get some new kicks. I dig it.
Yeah, not really like y'all's upgrades. Just shoes are kind of worn out. Like some nicer ones for when we walking a lot.
She comes out. I found and she's got kind of actually a nicer set of boots in her hands that looks like exactly what you were probably looking for. And sets them on the desk there. Is this about what you were looking for?
Can I try them on if that's okay?
Please.
Yeah, I'll slip 'em on.
And she, as she says, please, you see she kind of looks around and looks down at your foot just to make sure it's not like,
Yeah, weird.
yeah.
You have a sock on.
Welcome to Kester's. I'm Kiorna. What can I do for you?
Oh, we're all acquaintances here. If you have a moment, once you're done with his purchases, we may have some hide that you may be interested in, or we may use your service for fashioning. Once you've got time to talk about this.
I have time right now. You say you have hide that I would be interested in. Now, I will let you know that have quite the stock of leather. I'm really only interested in.
You're not gonna find anything like this.
Madam, this is quite.
You're in for a treat.
Yeah, you're in for a treat.
It just kind of explodes out of it.
Gross.
Interesting. Look at the variation of the scales on this. Where did you find this? Or procure this?
we acquired, not even procured, we bought the creature that this came from. Deep in the depths of the bull marshes.
You killed this beast.
Yes.
It had 1,000 teeth, I believe.
Magnificent.
This cavity right here came from her. This scorch mark came from his lightning.
The
You
lizard.
see her go into her desk, and she pulls out this little, like, something that she puts on her head, but then it flips down, and it's like little, like, magnifying glasses. And she's looking at it and picking up and inspecting the scales and flipping and looking at the backside on the hide. Quite remarkable. But
This right here is a piece of his leg flesh.
Oh, that's on there? Oh, that's
she
nice.
sorry.
May wanna
grabs some like
keep
tweezers
that
and
off.
like shouldn't be there.
This is not good for its finish.
And you see she's very carefully studying everything, and she kind of goes around the scorch marks. Well, that's not any good there, but this could be something. Why have you brought this to me? What are you looking to do with it? You looking to sell it? Have something made from it?
Potentially, yes. We're more interested in what its potential is.
Well, it has quite the potential, honestly. I suppose I could make probably a couple of sets of pretty sturdy leather armor, or I could make one very sturdy piece of leather armor from this.
You think there is any left over that might contribute to Mr. Red's boots?
Well, we already have those. Unless
Nice
you're
boots.
wanting gator skin boots.
Gator boots. Would be looking sharp with some gator boots.
Don't do
The
it.
IRS is here! It doesn't match anything else in the collection.
No. Have to tuck my pants into the boots.
Would you find that the leather armor made from such a hide would be superior or equivalent to any other, standard leather, studded? What do you think we could
Make something better than what he's wearing.
What are you currently wearing?
that I just picked
This
up?
could if she were to utilize the entire hide for one piece of armor, she could make a studded leather +2.
I couldn't claim the whole thing. That would not seem fair.
That's only. Well, how much? Ask her about the money then.
Google, you're my best friend. My vote is you can do what you want. But
I wrote that
there's
too,
two
but
other
if it's
people.
like 5,000 gold,
Oh.
Yeah, I
that's
mean, what's
true.
your?
It was the
Yeah.
going right.
let's have some
It's
numbers.
kind of What's your dex? Or what's your dex mod? That'd be AC of 15.
Because I've only got 13 now that I'm in the studded leather.
And then +2. I mean, I can't wear any kind of armor. I just have-
How much is that hide
Robes.
worth? If you wanted to buy it from us, what would you be willing to pay?
Something like this. I could probably turn it around into. You see, she's kind of doing the math in her head. I would feel confident paying you 150 gold for this hide. As is.
What about turning it into that one super quality armor?
Well, you would have yourself a fine suit of armor, and I would only charge you probably 100 gold for the labor.
I think you should get that. I know you just got that made, but that's. I mean,
Since nobody picked it up, I will pull out the 200 gold that's left at the house of the other person and say, well, here's 200, so let me take out 100, and here you go.
oh, I forgot about that. Man, we
Yeah,
were
it's
really,
okay.
Those leaves are dangerous.
It's all right. We still got 100 left, and I'll give it to you. Here you go, community pot. 100
Huh?
gold.
Does everyone feel okay with this? Because it seems like an awful lot to go into.
I'm so okay with it that if you guys feel like you need to be compensated for the loss in the hide, I'm comfortable paying you the gold that she was willing to give us.
Nonsense. This is something that'll keep Kugo alive even harder. I'm all for it.
Friends, this.
I mean, I'm the
Feel most
richest I've ever
fortunate.
been in my life right now. I'm totally fine.
What about that?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. I've seen you.
Riches?
Oh,
No.
I thought we were
Yeah,
talking about.
riches.
You rubbed your wrist, and I thought you meant health. I was thinking health.
Oh, no, I'm good right now. I'm a 37 out of 37 on that right now. But yeah, I got a shit ton of money, and I can't wear that kind of. It would get in the way of the magic.
It's just more. It makes more sense just to get it made.
Yeah.
Madam Kester, we would love.
Wonderful, and what a privilege to work with it. This came from the. This must have come from truly a rare creature.
The lizard folk called it thousand teeth.
Ah, a legend. It has a story behind it.
I pull out the tooth that I got from it.
More provenance, if you will.
That came from this creature. I
Yeah.
can see the scale for sure.
How would you say it was 25, 30 feet? Was it longer than that?
It was long. It was a long, prehistoric, arcane imbued gator.
Well,
Bit our friend's arm off.
Yes.
Yeah.
The new
Crazy.
emissary from the lizard folk is here in town, and his name is Sarif.
well, I suppose it's only right that its sacrifice should go to protect you. Yes.
Agreed.
It was a mighty foe.
Well, to many people, they just take things for granted. Things come so easy to them now. They don't appreciate how dangerous it can be for their pair of boots or their hat. I will craft you a fine piece. It will take some time. Give me 2 weeks. Do you prefer any kind of? I have a lot of material to work with here. Any aesthetic look that you are trying to achieve?
Shoulder pads or something crazy.
With like the teeth, the spikes. No.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Something still sleek and maneuverable.
Something mindful, something demure.
Yes.
Sure, yes.
Quite.
Ooh, very cutesy.
I will do right by this piece of fabulous material and do right by you.
We await your word. Thank you.
Well, just. I don't know how to send word to. Just come back here in 2 weeks.
2 weeks later.
And then another bit of a side business note, if you will. You're familiar with our friend the hero of Saltmarsh here. We are working on collecting posters, frames of art, and we could think maybe some kind of referral, if you will. A picture of the hero of Saltmarsh with
There are
some
many
leather
heroes in
goods.
Saltmarsh.
Yes, our friend here saved the people from that boat weeks ago.
When he motions to me and she looks, I want to be off to the side. Just there's like leather armor, some hanging on the wall. I'm just sniffing it.
She takes her goggles again and zooms in.
Well, anyways, we're working on group posters, and would you be interested in putting one up? We'll show you how it looks. Take a look.
Perhaps.
The Dwarven Anvil is already committed to a poster.
Mefera agreed to it.
I'm not lying.
Jasker.
Jasker did.
The shop is going to hang. That's what I say. That's what I carefully say. The shop is going to hang.
Come to me when you have the finished photo and we'll talk.
Yes. Will do.
I've met lots of heroes that I've never seen again, so
Well,
my name carries weight, not like Mafera. We do quality work here.
Shade right there. Well, yes. Well, our group is called the IRS, and we are trying to help the city in various needs. So
The IRS.
just, you can tell people the IRS is here to help.
I'm sure you'll be a fair and dutiful group of heroes. Especially once I craft this fine piece of
Right.
armor for you, sir.
Well, we may have more like it with the next thing we do. We don't know.
There will be nothing else like it, and Mafera will never be able to replicate anything like this. You will have the finest piece of leather armor in this city.
The label inside the lapel so I can
Right.
show.
That's right. That's right.
Indeed, you should.
Advertising.
And you see a look of determination on her face as she stares at this piece of leather.
Okay, well, I think we're great. How much are those boots? She's like, take the boots.
Two gold. Two
Yes,
gold.
that sounds great. Here's
Could I make
2
an
gold.
insight check? Is she gonna she's gonna use like half of this hide and use like the rest to make like another 1,000 gold worth of other stuff?
I would say even without a check, the amount of material that's here versus, it would be pretty easy to tell upon receiving the finished product how much of this probably went into it.
It's probably a pretty small percentage that's going into this armor. I would.
If she's, I mean, kind of coming out of the game for a second, for a piece of +2 armor, like that's some sturdy, well-made shit. Yeah.
One of
if
the good bits of the
so if she delivers a +2 piece of studded armor to you, like the majority of this probably goes into it.
It's the layers.
It's the layers. Yeah. Lots of seams too. The topography has to be right
The way you
so
can
that
get
you can
one.
move.
Range of
Yeah.
motion.
Yeah.
Thank you for the boots. And I go away from her. And I come.
All right. What's everybody doing?
For no reason.
For no-
Miss
Red
Kester?
is sensitive about feet.
Should some lizard folk come in here, I would just request that you're very welcoming to them. Hugal specifically is a good friend of us. He helped us with Thousand Teeth, and Sarav helped us with Thousand Teeth, and I'm just a little apprehensive since they're outsiders.
The one-armed lizard.
He's just really.
I heard some people saying they saw some lizard folk walking
Yeah.
through the town yesterday.
They
Yeah.
came in with us.
They came in, yeah, they came into town with us. They're like emissaries.
So you
And-
are quite the adventurers.
We are, yeah, we are.
The IRS.
He's a good friend, so I just wanted to try and spread the word that,
Do you believe your
be
ambassador will need armor?
I would hope not, but there are dangers that could potentially come to the city, which we're hoping to not happen. But you never know. The marshes are very dangerous, as I'm sure you've heard.
That's true.
He does
So,
have a naive curiosity. Humanoids and
Yeah.
culture and stuff.
Well, if his curiosity does get the better of him, he could become armor. Bring him to me if that happens.
I'm gonna give her like the
Well, okay.
widest eye stare. Like,
Okay.
I hope
I'm
you-
just saying it would be very rare. It would be very, very hard to find that
That is-
type of leather.
What about like
But
sea
rest
creatures?
assured, should he come in here, I will treat him with the utmost respect as a dignitary or an ambassador should receive.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I would hate to have to take this hide back away and find someone else. To
No. Absolutely. I'm just saying that no good piece of material should go to waste, is all.
Noted.
We'll be back in about 2 weeks. And we already paid. Get it then.
Right. I have it down here.
Perfect. IRS says goodbye. And we'll be back.
Indeed.
All right, where to, sir?
Temple of Valkyr, maybe? Would that be? I don't. Would you be familiar with that stuff? Would they have maybe a holy person there that's got really, really strong magics, like regrowing arm level magics?
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of
plastic surgery.
clerics. I don't know if there's someone who specializes in what you're wanting, but we should definitely go and see.
My leg is healed. It's just twisted the wrong way a bit. I just need that fixed.
Both of you would know that the Temple of Valkyr here, the main attendant there is Welgar Brian-handed, and he is very, very helpful. He was very helpful to you, especially Kugal, when you first came here. But he can be a talker, lots of stories. But good demeanor and good heart overall.
His name was Welgar.
Welgar.
Welgar. Okay. Welgar, right? That's the guy there? Okay.
What kind of a spell would he need to fix his leg? Just to see if I know it.
He would need probably a level 4 or 5 spell, maybe.
Oh,
Maybe like
it wouldn't be a lesser restoration, wouldn't
No.
it? To be good
maybe a
enough.
greater.
Cure wounds level 4.
And I know greater's the next thing.
I just need my leg set back. I can sprint right now, but I'm a bit slower than I should be.
Sorry about your leg.
It is what it is. I mean, a dinosaur got a hold of it and twisted it around. What are you gonna do, right?
I mean, we could cut it open again and twist it right, and then heal it that way, and like set it.
I feel like there's a chance to make it worse. I'd rather just get the person who knows the stuff and
Yeah, we could accidentally chop the other leg. And
He's just rolling with 1 foot like 90 degrees.
when I want that.
then
Although,
couldn't you just make like mechanical legs?
yeah, I was about to say, I could,
Why even need flash when you can go machine?
without even making a joke, if I were to cut my leg off, I would be faster right now. With this
Way
armor,
less.
I can literally activate this armor with thoughts alone. I don't need arms or legs for it. Not to say I want to do that. That's not an option
Cut the
on the
whole
table.
body off. Just put the head.
I'm
in.
just saying, if it got
Fully
real
Android.
bad, I'd still be functional. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, good to know.
It's a benefit of arcane armor. It's that little infusion you saw me do with it. Sucking it one way, putting it the other. My little emblem.
Do like a metal leg or
Yeah, very, very much.
fascinating.
Split legs.
Is there any enchantment that you could do for not even this armor, but the next armor that might be able to boost its abilities at all?
No, I already did that. I transferred all the infusions from my scale mail. That's why I can't do my pole anymore. I could take that energy off and make the pole again, but I don't see a need to right now.
All right, so we're headed to the Temple of Valkyr.
Yes.
If it
You
makes
sure?
sense logistically.
I'm not sure, but
If
yeah.
it makes sense logistically.
Yeah, I mean you're on kind of the northern most side of town right now, and
Have a quick sidebar before we get there.
absolutely.
Red, if I remember correctly, this guy talks a lot. Can you try to keep him to the
You want
point?
me to do it.
Hey, you're good at this thing.
I
He's
didn't
gonna try
really,
to tell stories. I just need you to.
kind of want to just stay outside here.
Oh, you don't want to go in?
I don't want to see gross healing stuff. If they go like twist your leg around and stuff, like I don't want.
Really hoping you'd go inside.
Why don't you ask this one? She can do that.
She's pro body horror for sure.
Aelin has definitely seen some horrors of us bleeding out and stuff in various.
You think
Places.
Just playing with my hair while they're talking about me.
So I feel like she would do better in there than I would. It's a
Aelin,
little for me.
You think we can keep the priest on track if we go in there? I want to try to avoid stories and keep moving. We got a lot of stuff to do. today.
Definitely.
Good. You got my back. All right. Thanks, Ed Red. I appreciate it.
Sorry, man. She's not great with the body.
No,
parts.
no, it's fine. It's fine. Present on-
Ugh.
Okay. You find your way through town all the way up to the northern shore area, where you see sitting off far on the cliff overlooking the ocean, the Temple of Valkyr. A place, actually, you, Kugal, stayed for quite a while once you first arrived in Saltmarsh, until you got your feet underneath you. You actually, you don't know him very well, but you had more than a few interactions with Welgar. And you're now all standing in front of the temple. What do we want to do?
Alright, time
Find
to,
some kind of bench or something.
yeah, but you keep a lookout. See any weird stuff come in, you
Where like some healing.
well, I'm just trying to give you something to do.
I guess. Yeah. I'll find some.
You're just gonna go like sit up. When you walk through the threshold in the temple, your whole body just burnt now.
Should I go find Welgar if I would know him so well?
Yeah, I mean the layout of the temple is fairly open for the most part, minus a few rooms off to the side where people can sleep and like the living quarters and stuff like that. And during the day, the various priests and things like that are kind of just out and about. And you see a few people kind of walking in and out of the temple itself already.
Give him a nod, recognition, that kind of thing.
You got some familiarity about you. You been here?
I spent a little time here when I came to town, but
Oh.
in my they needed some help, and it seemed like a place to start out. And,
Oh.
The path has changed, and I've
Oh.
moved on.
I forgot. You're a Valkyr person too. That's both of y'all. Oh, well, this is perfect. Be able to talk them right up.
This is a very zen place up here.
It's pretty peaceful, isn't it?
The best.
Well, I guess
Now
I'll-
have fun in there.
if one of y'all want to take lead, I'll be right behind you then.
Go in.
Okay. Walking in to the temple itself, it's a pretty wide open room. There are rows of pews that kind of lead up to an altar at the front of the room. On either side, there are a few doors that kind of lead off in different directions. And there are probably a dozen or so people sitting in various seats throughout the room. It doesn't take long before somebody, looks like maybe one of the priests or somebody affiliated with the temple there, walks up to actually both of you and says, we haven't seen you in some time. It's kind of a younger man with short blonde hair.
I do the
I
same.
I apologize. I don't recall your names. We have had so many in and out here of late. What brings you into the temple this day?
Well, I'm Aelin.
Aelin, yes.
We are actually coming to see. I forgot his name.
Welgar.
Welgar.
Oh, yes. He is just up front today.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
We've brought a friend who needs some help, and Welgar's experience may be the best benefit for him.
He is quite wise, yes. And he kind of nods and walks away. And up at the front, you see, I don't think I have the dang picture of him here, but you see an older man with long, kind of wavy brown hair. It's kind of spindly a bit, very much so like he's lived his whole life on the ocean. It's not silky smooth. It's pretty bristly but long. Brown hair interweaved with kind of some quite a few grays, a long beard, textured the exact same way, a kind of flowing white gown that he's wearing, embroidered with kind of blue beads and various accoutrements, I guess you could say, right? He, in his right hand, he carries a long wooden staff, which kind of has a big curve around it with a few kind of ornaments dangling from the top of it by twine, barefoot, and just turns and looks to all of you. I knew you would come in today.
So great to see you.
Yeah. Valka's children always find themselves home eventually.
We sure do. We sure do.
And what has the sea breeze brought in with you this day?
Well, we're actually here because my good friend Colt, his leg is damaged. And while Valkyr does
Got a bum leg.
smile down upon me, I am not yet capable of healing it. So we thought perhaps we could seek help.
I can abide. What happened to your leg?
A massive
Does the dude abide?
beast got a hold of it and twisted it in a way to where
Beast?
a big
Kind
one.
of beast. Tell me all about it.
Wicked.
I think it was a crocodile, technically. Maybe about 20 feet plus long.
bad, nasty. Lots of teeth.
Yeah.
1,000 of them. Yeah.
That's probably too many, but sure.
Well, he got a hold of my leg and almost twisted it off. And we have healing magics among us, so we took care of it. But it was damaged so bad when it healed, and I'll kind of just try to stand up straight. And my right foot, as I'm trying to put my feet straight, is just like the leg's just slightly cocked.
Look like you're off by about 3 degrees there, man. About 3 degrees.
Yeah. So I need some. I was hoping to get some powerful type of restoration magic, maybe, to take care of it.
You thought about getting a peg leg? Those are kind of cool.
Well, I actually, now you ask, I wait, talking to Halen, I don't want to tell stories.
All right.
You know, there was a time we had a sailor come in here.
So,
He
the Sailor Story, it's great. I love it. One of my personal favorites. But do you know the magic that could heal it? I don't know of a magic. I'm
Do
sure.
I know the magic.
I know you must. I know you must. No.
Of course I don't.
Valkyr.
Valkyr has the knowledge. I am just a humble vessel
You
through which
are
he
so
exacts his power.
Right.
Start thinking of Reds.
So know this guy.
So can you help us? Do you have the magic to heal him? Is Valkyr smiling down upon us right now, this very moment?
Well, this gentleman here, he is a servant of Valkyr.
I am.
Well, he has the bum leg.
My parents are.
His parents are.
Do I know your parents?
Yeah, Mira and Jonas. My mom and dad.
Truthin.
My mom, she's not around anymore. She passed away a while back, but my father still is a Valkyr's servant.
That's
so
right.
Technically, I guess.
Do
And
we
how
notice
is your
this
father doing now? Huh?
Do we notice this expression change?
Make an insight check.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's actually in the middle of trying to make a pilgrimage to a distant Valkyr temple. I'm not quite sure where, but he's been out a few years now. Haven't heard word back yet.
You picked up on a little bit of, like,
That's true.
he never said, you know, which temple he was going to? Just a Valkyr temple, huh?
Yeah, I never really didn't question it too much. He was always seemed to know his stuff, so and he trusted me with the shop and to keep things up and going, so I did.
You know, we house a lot of youths here whose fathers went out for groceries
What?
and didn't come back.
It's not like that. That's not what's happening here. I can, if it's funds that's the issue, I can help pay for whatever services I need.
while it does cost gold to keep our establishment up and running, we are certainly in no shortage of that. Of course, we welcome all donations.
While this is going on, I
If
want
you
to
would-
pray to Valkyr. Like, Valkyr, can you just give me some insight? My best friend. Can this guy even help us? Are we wasting our time? Please help me out here. I don't know if this is like, I just don't know. Is he full of smoke?
Make a religion check.
Boy, that's the wrong.
Is that a nat 20?
It sure is! Valkyr loves me!
So Welgar is in like mid conversation, like mid sentence. He says, "You know, I don't normally do this, but I feel a calling to help you.
Yeah.
Please, have a seat here."
Okay, is there like a bench nearby, or is it on
No,
the
it's
floor?
just like the steps that lead up to the.
Well, all right, I'll just
Yep, right here.
clank to the ground. My armor's still in fully deployed, so I just kind of clank to the ground and just. Okay, I'm
It's solid stone. It's not going to damage. Yeah.
I'm right.
All right. You know, I did heal one other person through Valkyr this way who had their leg turned clean around. It's an interesting story, actually. There was a ship, and it ran into quite the storm. There was a whirlpool. The ship was getting dragged down right into the middle of it. Multiple ships, actually, from what I understand. And the ships, they collided. And when it did, this poor man, the only survivor of this.
Yep.
And
No, go. I'm listening. Yeah.
the only survivor, his leg was turned clean around. And we brought him, his compatriots brought him here to the temple, and we sat and we prayed with him. We prayed with him for hours, just like we're doing now. And through the course of those 16 hours, we managed to turn that man's leg back around.
We're so excited to witness this ourselves with Colt's leg. I mean, I don't know. You tell me.
Valkyr's the one that dictates how long this is going to... All right, let's...
Maybe a donation to Valkyr's goodwill here may expedite the process a little bit.
Valkyr is the lord of the sea, not the lord of the gold. All right.
That's very true.
Oh.
All right, but we will always put donations to good use, but it won't, and he puts his hand on your leg. It won't help you here. And then your leg just pops back into place, and he actually kind of jumps back a bit.
Whoa. I'll just stand up. Well, that was way faster than that story.
And now I have a new one to tell.
The spirit.
Valkyr's love was shining down upon us.
That's... Wow, you didn't even... I look around like I'm searching for a device or something on him. You didn't... Did you... And I'll reach out and I'll grab his arm. Like I'm looking for traces of some arcane thing tracing his arm.
David Copperfield over here.
I just want to pray to Valkyr again. Like, Valkyr, thank you so much for hearing me. I love you so much. You're my best friend.
We weren't trying to be here for 16 hours.
We were trying to be here for 16 hours, and I just admire you so much. I love you so much. Thank you so much.
That is... Wow, I didn't even see any energy or anything from you. It just happened. That's
Valkyr for you.
There's got to be something.
Valkyr must have a greater purpose for you. You are indeed set to do great things. To be a hero of sorts. I'm sure of it.
I wink at you. Valkyr loves you. What can I say?
Well, I appreciate the help either way, and I'll reach in my pack. I will take out 25 gold, and I'll say, I don't know where I drop for donations, but
He turns around and grabs. Like just within arm's reach, there's like a collection plate.
I'll just dump it in.
Well, there we go.
Well, as much as we appreciate you and have loved talking to you, we do have an appointment that we must be getting to.
Well, far be it from me to get in the way. Thank you for your generous donation.
Oh, thank you for your, I want to say magics, but
It
I
wasn't
don't
me.
know if that's what it was. But I'm
was
thankful
him.
either way to Valkyr
May the winds ever be at your back.
and yours.
And he just literally, almost like you're not even there, just turns around and just walks away.
What a guy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You were here for a while hanging out with him?
He's always like that.
You didn't even...
He is the most devoted Falcon followers.
I don't think he cast anything when he did that.
I make a face at that. He's the most voted.
Well, Red's waiting on us. We should get back
He
to
is
him.
a very devoted.
Y'all ready?
Ready.
I will turn and leave.
Okay. Red, what are you doing through all this?
I've been thinking about the new spell that I talked up a couple of days ago about the ability to breathe.
Yeah.
I've been trying to like focus on that, think about that. Never cast it. Also, sitting up here on top of this mountain, I don't have a way to practice it to make sure it works. But more of just kind of like, what hand motion? What would that kind of feel like? Kind of like
You're kind of like practicing and you're running through it in your mind.
this maneuver. What would that look?
The three of you walk out and see Red actually standing over kind of towards the cliff side, like just overlooking the ocean, kind of doing this with his hands around his head. His back is to you now.
Red! They gave me a new leg!
Well, you're not walking funny anymore, so it looks great.
Nah, I'm kidding. They didn't actually give me a
You
new
got a
leg.
whole new leg.
He poked it and it fixed.
Well, y'all weren't in there too long, you know. I know you mentioned long stories and long-winded person, but
He tried. And the second time, Aelin just left me hanging, but it worked out.
Well, whoa. I prayed to Valkyr for you, actually.
He was-
And then the second time, I mean, I don't want to say I think that he smiled down upon me, but
That was divine intervention, straight up. No gimmicks at all?
holy magic.
no, I prayed for your healing and for, like, to see if he was, like, actually going to help you or not. And then I just had a good feeling about it. And
I've
then
never-
your leg was fixed. And then I thought it was kind of funny that he was talking your head off. So I just kind of let it happen the second time.
She did let it hang.
That's funny.
But
Fantastic.
that's I guess I've never been a big of the gods person, but
He's
that's
great. Valkyr's the best. Truly, I love him.
I mean, that's all her magic is from, though.
Yeah. He smiles down upon me and clearly to you. I asked for help for you and make sure that the guy could assist you. And I just had a really good feeling about it, and it ended up working out.
Wish that was something I could just study. That's powerful stuff. Divine intervention.
He is amazing. I love him. He's like my best friend. I mean, he's my best friend, and no offense to you guys, but Kugel's also my best friend. Kugel's like my brother. So.
That's
Top
fine,
tier.
That's fine. I can accept that. Is the same for you? I'm guessing. That's this level of love for Valkyr.
I'm devoted to him. Truly.
It is fascinating. We all have different types of magic presented to us. And we kind of forge it. It comes from some darkness in me, and even a holy alliance. And, you know, we're not really sure where your magic comes from.
I don't think I've
We
ever
all
seen
have-
you pray. Actually, is
We all have different sources.
that a private thing?
Very. Different ways.
How
Well,
can, wait, y'all are both a Valkyr, right? I was always curious about that. Yours is more like of the tempests and storms, which makes sense. Valkyr's about that. But you shoot beams of raw energy and throw up insects. So,
It is fascinating.
is that a Valkyr thing?
Not to me personally. I can't speak to his.
We learn a little bit every day.
We do learn a little bit every day.
My journey is on a different path, perhaps.
Okay. I mean, I won't question it. I just tapped my leg and it just fixed. And that was some strong magic needed for that, so.
Let's put it this way. After our experience last night, I feel uncertain but drawn to following directly the path. I feel I should obey.
Hey.
How do you feel? How do you feel being here?
Disconnected, but
Oh,
Disconnected.
really?
I don't know. It's unique. We haven't. I don't know. It's something I'm going to have to kind of
You know,
figure out.
If you want to ask questions, I feel like now's a better time than any. We're at the man's house.
It's very
So like
peaceful for
socially
me
or
here.
like magically?
I don't know
or
if the answers
What kind of-
lie with.
what kind of disconnection are you talking about? You know, sometimes I feel present, but then I like check out and then it's like I'm here, but I'm not. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
But like magically inclined, or like religiously, or kind of all. I'm not trying to fix your problems. I'm
I
just
don't
asking
know
questions.
yet.
That's cool.
Didn't, I may
That's
be
cool,
misremembering this, but didn't you mention something about some sort of hunger with the bodies we've been leaving behind too?
Oh yes.
Like you can energy consumption, like soul stuff. I'm pretty sure
Well,
we had this
anyways,
conversation, didn't
I'm
we?
sure we need to go somewhere
Very
else.
not anything I'm familiar with.
This
as
is not
Valkyr.
Valkyr-esque.
Hey,
I don't know anything about
In a
Valkyr.
whisper, I say we probably shouldn't be talking about this here.
We are in quiet proximity. to
Let's.
something.
We need to go
Probably
shopping
not like-
elsewhere.
I mean, it's his god. Is it not time to question that here?
don't we need to go somewhere else? Don't we need to